the warp. Hello? Hello? Hello, everyone. Can you guys hear me? Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hello, Mindjay. Hello, Frosty. Hello, Bait. Hello, Inaros. Hello, Server Gods. Hello, Patpa. Hello, Alti. Hello, Chrome. Hello, Daichi. I want to be bread? Bro. Oh my god. Hi, hello Paul, how you doing? Hello Bran, hello Rebel, hello Damien, hello Green Reaper, hello November, hello Tommy, hello Infinity, hello Gummy, hello Alti, welcome in, welcome. Oh my god, if my voice sounds like this, is because I literally just woke up from a nap. I literally just woke up from a nap. I was so busy. I woke up today 5 a.m. and I was working hard on my PC. And then I got so tired. I'm here to take your wood. Bro, stop! And then I was like, okay, let me take a nap before I start stream, you know? Like let me take a mini nap, a 1 hour nap. Literally, I believe it. I identify as a hag, okay? I shouldn't say that. Oh my god, I shouldn't say that, bye-bye. I feel like maybe I'll make the longer sound bites like higher, to be honest, instead of like 200 bytes. 200 bits, I mean. At 6 in the evening, I know that's probably going to, you know, ruin my sleeping schedule a bit, if I'm being honest, but it's just an hour. It's just an hour mini nap. Hello, I'm Rivero, welcome in. Hello, James, how you doing? Welcome. Happy Thursday, everybody. Happy Thursday. I hope you guys are enjoying your day so far. Hello, Kuma. Hello, Savage. Hello, Sierra.
200 bytes? Pinky.
No. Hi, hello, Alex as well. Hello, Jackson, welcome in. Hello. And now it's not a mini nap. That's a full-size nap. That is a mini nap for me. There's definitely, I mean, there's a mini nap for me, okay? Hello, Rossius, welcome in. Hello, Imperial. Hello, Bloodflix. Welcome. Hello. Hopefully today is going well for everybody. I'm sure some people are at work at the moment, and so I hope work is going well. Hello Neela, have fun and feed Slanesh. I do not feed Slanesh. What is that heretic saying you're saying right now? No. You guys are the ones feeding Slanesh by watching me, okay? Also welcome in Hazim. Hello Cypher, welcome in. Hello John, welcome in as well. Hey Daniela, how's your day going? My day was pretty busy. I recorded a bunch of episodes, so yeah, today was just recording day, to be honest. Hello Ducky, welcome in. Yes, I heard there were coffee and cookies here. I do not have coffee, but I do have cookies. Yes. Hello Nayert, welcome in. Good evening. Hello Aster. Hello Hacker. Also, thank you so much for the hype train. Thank you so much for the tier 1 hype train. Thank you, tier 1 hype train. Wow. Level 1 hype train. Thank you so much. Nap excess is feeding the nap god. No. Yesterday I didn't hear any nap god, and I didn't do it in excess. Okay, so I think I'm good. Yes. Hello Jane, welcome in. Hello. Hello Roxas as well. Oh, that reminds me, I need to make my coffee. Yeah, get everything ready. You know, today we're going to be watching Warhammer the part 2. It's probably going to be another long stream, maybe. Oh, Frosty, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Thank you. Thank you so much. So it's probably going to be another long stream today. I already have my water ready. So I'm ready to get info dumped again.
Naps for the nap god. Pillows for the pillow throne.
Hi, hello Foxel, welcome in. Hello. That's understandable. I just woke up from a long nap, by the way. I enjoy your content very much, but your model looks amazing. Oh, thank you so much, Cypher. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you like my model. I'm glad you enjoyed your nap. I had to run. Oh my god, I had almost 6 alarms because I knew if I took the nap, I might wake up the next day because I was really, really tired. So I had 6 whole alarms just ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing. So once I got to the last alarm, I ran to my PC, turned it on and got ready for stream. If not, I felt so bad that you guys would be waiting, you know, and then you're like, where's Neela? Where's Neela? I bet your heart was really racing. It was. I was so nervous. I was so nervous. Blood for the blood skull, skulls for the skull troll. Wow, all I'm hearing is heretic things right now. What is going on? No time like lore time. Is time to get cozy and get more Warhammer. More Warhammer lore. Also welcome in Keegan. Hello Drop Newt as well. Hello Racius, welcome in. Hello King Fierson, welcome. Hello everybody.
To be fair, I ask where is Naila every day when you not stream.
Tomorrow, I might have to take tomorrow off though. I'm still not sure, but since I don't want to burn myself out, I might take tomorrow off. Yeah, so tomorrow I will use it to maybe go touch grass, okay? If not, you're probably going to see me
bullying her, so she ran to stream for us.
No, I do not. No, I definitely do not. No. But I think yesterday's stream you kind of being heretical as well. Me? Wow. Well, I am going to report you to Big E. You know what that means. You're going to be the next servitor. I'm joking. Touch grass, good one, Neela. I am going to touch grass tomorrow, probably. Maybe. Potentially. Yes. Of course, go take a break tomorrow, or we could do a cozy gaming stream like Minecraft or something. True, I could actually do that, to be honest. Like tomorrow, I think I would just hang out in the VC, the Discord VC with you guys. I might just play Minecraft since it's been a while. So yeah, I'm watching from Japan. Oh, Okairi Nasai. Hi. welcome, Yuzu. Welcome. Corn doesn't care where the blood flows, only it flows. Also, girls, corn worshippers with monthly subscription. What? Sorry, I have to put that. You all going down with me? No. Isn't it like 1 a.m. in Japan? Yeah, it's really early or late.
Think fan art of Naila climbing a blade of grass, saying, "See, I do touch grass is something I need in my life."
I might make that a goal. I might make that a goal and get that commissioned. It sounds like a really funny idea to post on Twitter, to be honest. I might make it a goal, yes. Hello Flacco, welcome in. Hello Super Sparter as well. Hello Nadia. Hello. Okay, are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for some lore? Or you know what, wait. Did you guys do anything interesting today? Or what did you guys do today? I hope you guys have been eating. I hope you guys have taken care of yourself. I know it's pretty early though. Like I know it's morning for a lot of you guys. Hi, hello Jeff, welcome in. Hello. Chibi Fairy Neela would be cute for honors. It would be. I'm at work again. Good luck at work. You got this. Good luck at work. Hope work goes well. Oh wait. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. That was lost there. Hello Flair, welcome in. Hello, welcome in. Hello Jose, welcome in. Playing Final Fantasy 14 raiding. Oh, good luck with the raids. Good luck. With my exams over, I have done pretty much lunch. Don't you have more exams though, Infinity? Or are you like free for a couple of months before the next one? iPhone just woke up, so there you go. I got a new phone and my backup file was 482 gigabytes. 482? Wait, what phone did you get? I know the iPhones only are... Okay, you probably have the Androids then, like Samsung or something similar. Hi, hello Louise, welcome in. Hello Cinnamon as well, welcome. Hey Neela, I've started making drawings of different content creators I like watching, and I was wondering if I could make a drawing of you. Oh my god, of course! Of course, please. If you're going to post it on Twitter, tag me. Like super tag me, ping me, I don't care. Post it as well in the Discord. Everyone loves sharing fan arts of me. I really appreciate it. Yes. I would so love that. Yeah. Hello Crawling, welcome in. Hello. Every heretic embrace the WAP. Me, no, Emperor, help me. Neela, embrace the WAP. Don't mind if I no. Oh my god, the amount of people that kept on typing WAP. I am not saying WAP, I'm saying the warp. The warp. Yes, this is what I'm saying. The warp. Yeah. Yeah, no, not the WAP. No, the warp. The warp. Yes, the warp. You know what? I won't make a mistake pronouncing it today. Watch. It's going to be super. I'm not going to say the WAP anymore. I'm going to say the warp. The warp. Yeah. I'm going to remember it. It's going to be. It's going to be reflex now. Yes. Also, hello, Faded Dreams. Welcome in. Hello. Don't know if anyone has suggested it yet, but I would highly recommend listening to Epicus Sanguineus. Oh, I already have a reaction to that. Just scroll all the way down in my videos or search it up. I already reacted to it. And I really enjoyed it. That's like the speech that made me like Sanguineus a lot. Yes. I already watched it. You got it? Let's go! Get a bucket to the mob for this one. Yo! Also, hello Scrubs, hello Minotaur, hello Max, welcome in. Hello. Okay. I'm not going to continue yapping anymore. Let me check if I have everything set up real quick.
How about a bet for 100 hours if you don't say WAP?
No. Okay. Alright, let me see if I have everything. Alright. Let me know if you guys can see it. Hopefully there's no lag today. Hopefully there's no lag. I mean, depending on which chaos god sees you first, going into the warp can definitely give you a WAP. Oi! No! What are these heretic sayings? Oh my lord. I'm gonna take a shot every time I hear WAP. Pray for my liver. No, that's a very bad idea. No. You need to. Oi, you need to survive the next day. No. Okay. I'm going to make like an intro in case I make this into a video. I'm not sure if I'm going to make it into a video, to be honest. I think I'll just leave the like the full reacts on my live section on my channel. If not, I might make it into a video to like, have a shorter version for more people, I guess. But yeah, okay, ready up your hello YouTube, you guys. Okay. Hello YouTube, we are going to be reacting to Bricky's second video of every single Warhammer faction we explained. We already watched the first one. If you would like to see the full react, just go to my live section. And now we're reacting to the second one. Yes, don't forget to please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy my content so far. And also, if you would want to support me even more, don't forget to join the membership as well. I would really appreciate it a lot. So thank you so much. Wait, was I good? Was I good intro? I think that was very professional. Okay. Let me check if the audios are good real quick. Let me see.
This video is part 2 in a 2.
Oh Jesus, I'm hearing a double. Oh, okay, it's double on my side. Okay.
Part series on every faction re-explained. If you've not seen part 1, you were either snatched by the YouTube algorithm, or you don't let anything, not even common sense, hold you back. And for that, well, I wish I could be that strong. The
I've
quest
seen
to
part
find the
one.
Primarchs was expansive and treacherous, to the point where they really should write a book about it. Despite never seeing the Emperor before in their lives, the Primarchs all instinctively knew who the Emperor was. Whether it's his psychic connection to him or just plain old intuition, the giant golden god is a bit of a giveaway. The Primarchs all lived their own lives, and some lived substantially better lives than others.
What do you mean he knows you so well? Common sense is a liability? Oi! How about I time you out for 10 years? What the hell? Oh, hello Charlie, welcome in. Also, hello Amu, welcome. Hello Aikion, welcome in. Hello Damien, hello Zeno, hello Hossein, welcome.
Rabute Gilliman of the Ultramarines rose through the ranks of his worlds
Managed
and
to
ended
get
up
some
turning
money together to send my favorite German cat some support. It's little, but you deserve every bit for being such an amazing and beautiful soul. Your streams always cheer me up, and I look forward to a lot more Naylor in the future.
Oh my god, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Draco. No, 100 bits is a lot. It's a lot. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Wait, do you guys hear Discord sound? Or was the Discord sound from Bricky? I think I'm in Do Not Disturb, right? I hope I am.
an entire sector into a high-functioning society, where others, like Mortarion, lived on the poisonous hellscape of Barbarous under the boot heel of his own adopted father. When the Emperor arrived, some wanted to play a little bit of catch with their dad at first, and some didn't trust the baseball bat he was carrying, and some didn't want to play at all. Eventually, one by one, the Emperor returned his sons to his...
Oh my god. Okay. Look at the lower left corner. Alright, let me check real quick. Let me see. Oh, I see it. Wait, hey gamers, editor here. Somehow Brickard managed to record Discord notification into his voiceover. There are only a few, don't worry, just didn't want y'all to be confused. Oh, okay. Wait.
Entire sector into a high-functioning society, where others, like Mortarion, lived on the poisonous hellscape of Barbarous under the boot heel of his own adopted father. When the Emperor arrived, some wanted to play a little bit of catch with their dad at first, and some didn't trust the baseball bat he was carrying, and some didn't want to play at all. Eventually, one by one, the Emperor returned his sons to his side to bring them back together as one happy family. A family who needed a good cleaning. Are you tired of boring old soap? Is your son the foulest being ever?
What
Do your
the?
eyes sting when he comes near? Well,
sponsor insert.
That's right.
Oh my god, I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice. What the?
Hates it, but you'll love it. Bar soap is always so sticky and has a ton of fuss, but now you'll
Who even uses bar soap? Just use the soap.
Is so good. We didn't even take a down payment.
Also, welcoming One Hit Pony. Hello.
We love this soap
hello,
so much.
Walking Dead. Hello, Marin. Hello, Ricard. Hello, Bobby.
Supported purely and only by those of you who buy Cheeky. It is the best bar soap we have ever used. That is not a hyperbole. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Take it from the man himself.
Bricky's right. It's very good.
Enjoy a multitude of flavors, including
I love Moist Critical. I love Charlie.
Just Soap, Touch Grass, and Absolute Cinnamon. Cheeky alone has made me swap back to bar soap as my primary choice. No more liquid soap.
What is wrong with bar soap? I don't know. I just feel like it's not as convenient, you know?
Code Bricky for 10% off your purchase and domestically support these videos. That's code Bricky at ushigi.com/Bricky or click the link in the description to learn more. Get clean now.
Okay, I will. This is you guys.
Oh, yeah, so half his sons turned on him.
Yeah.
After the Emperor was able to bring all of his sons back into the fold again, he sent them on their way with his end goal in mind. reclaiming the lost worlds of humanity. Each of his Primarchs fanned out across the galaxy to accomplish this goal, but the one they were expected to report to was his favored son, and the first one found, allegedly, which was Horus. Horus was granted the title of War Master, and he certainly lived up to Big E's expectations, which were very specific and set by Big E himself to all of his sons. However, either intentionally or not, the Emperor did not mention to his sons some of the more chaotic aspects of the galaxy. Horus himself, while in the process of reclaiming a more advanced human world, was informed of the existence of chaos gods, a factoid that Horus initially did not believe. To him, it was a bit unfathomable to think that his father would admit such significant information on the inner workings of the galaxy. However, he soon realized this was the truth, and this betrayal was unacceptable. With the astronomical weight put on his shoulders and his father immediately leaving it all in his hands, combined with the slow
Oh my god, to be honest, I know Horus is, a betrayer. Wait, is that English? No, it's a traitor, and he killed Big E. But I do think his design is really, really cool. I do think his design is super cool.
Of his mind by those closest to him, he began to change his tune. Horus began amassing a following behind his father's back with several other Primarchs and began to formulate plans to usurp him from his throne on Terra. While this was occurring, Magnus the Red tried to FaceTime his dad back on Terra, and that resulted in the shattering of a protective barrier between Terra and the demons of the warp. Due to this damage, the Emperor was forced to sit on the Golden Throne to assure that it would continue to function. Ultimately, half of the Primarchs would fall to chaos, and the remaining half would fight back.
Wait. I need to hear this again. I didn't really understand that. Wait.
Usurp him from his throne on Terra. While this was occurring, Magnus the Red tried to FaceTime his dad back on Terra, and that resulted in the shattering of a protective barrier between Terra and the demons of the warp. Due to this damage, the Emperor was forced to sit.
Wait, so that means Magnus is the whole reason the Emperor is sitting on the throne the whole time? Like, he can't stand up from the throne? Is that why? But does that mean that usually he used to be able to just leave the throne and go to different planets? Magnus was told to do nothing and he did it wrong. Magnus trying to talk to the Emperor, which opened some warp fucketry. Okay. Magnus trying to warn Big R that Horus was a traitor. Oh, okay. So he's the reason. He's the reason. I didn't know that.
On the Golden Throne to assure that it would continue to function. Ultimately, half of the Primarchs would fall to chaos, and the remaining half would fight back viciously against their brothers. Horus eventually gained the upper hand and arrived in orbit above Terra itself, and after antagonizing his father enough, the Emperor temporarily removed himself from the throne, strategically putting his old friend there as a seat
Malkador,
warmer, and went to confront Horus himself on the Vengeful Spirit, his flagship. The Emperor faced down his son, and after a heated battle and 64 novels, the Emperor managed to obliterate Horus on a subatomic level, but not before his favorite son was able to mortally wound the Emperor. As the dust settled and the traitors fled from Terra...
Wait, so that means... Because I read somewhere, not really reading somewhere, but I watched somewhere that Horus damaged Big E. But does that mean that Big E killed Horus? Because didn't someone mention that Big E really liked him a lot, that he couldn't bring himself to harm Horus? Is it that what was in the other video? I forgot which video I watched this from though. Horus got obliterated body and soul. Oh, so he still killed him then. He still killed him. Oh, okay. Horus is basically the most dead you can get in 40k. Oh, damn. Okay. Yes, he vaporized him. Oh, okay. And the person we saw on the floor was Sanguinius, right? Because he's like the only blonde one.
The Emperor's body was dragged back onto the Golden Throne, where it sits permanently to assure that it continues to function. A corpse forced to constantly hold back the horrors of the warp and guide humanity with his pale light. And that...
He couldn't until he killed his other son in front of him. Oh, so that means he was only able to kill Horus because Horus killed Sanguinius then. Horus killed Sanguinius and Papa was kind of angry. Okay, that explains it more. Because I knew somewhere in another video, someone mentioned that Horus, Big E didn't want to kill Horus, you know? Like he couldn't bring himself to do it. I think that's like the only reason he killed Horus. Yeah, Big E didn't want to kill Horus, but Horus killed Sanguinius and Big E quickly changed his mind. Okay.
Light is flickering. From there, the remaining members of the traitors to the Emperor fled to their respective safe havens. These are the veterans of the Long War, the spiteful, and to them, the wronged. Those who would let the galaxy burn if it means the Imperium gets caught in the flames.
Jesus Christ! Chaos Space Marines. Oh my god.
And what are the
Is the video too loud? Let me know though. For me, I don't mind this being loud. But you know, for regular people, should I reduce it a bit? Nah, it was okay. Okay. Oh, thank you so much for the super chats. Magnus caused the Emperor to have to go to the throne all the time to protect Terra from the warp. Horus then mortally wounded the Emperor. Horus then strangled Sanguinius to death, and another guy and Big E blasted him. Oh, another guy? I hope Bricky mentions it.
Achievements of your fragile Imperium. It is a corpse rotting slowly from within while maggots writhe in its belly. It was built with the toil of heroes and giants, and now it is inhabited by frightened weaklings to whom the glories of those times are half-forgotten legends. I have forgotten nothing, and my wisdom has expanded far beyond mere mortal frailties. The Horus Heresy saw the collapse of the Imperium as we knew it at the time, and half of the Space Marine legions fell to the ruinous powers. Though the favored son War Master
situation is that he's a perpetual, meaning that even if he dies he'll resurrect. But since he's stuck on the throne he can't die. And no one in humanity know that he'll resurrect, so they keep him alive. He's absolutely stuck.
Yeah. Hey.
Master Horus was killed and the rebellion ended. The heretical forces retreated to the warp and remain a constant threat to this day. The twisted reminder of what the temptations of the warp may bring, the Chaos Space Marines act as a mirror to the loyal legions, and as time progresses, their warp taint further changes them to suit the needs of their patron deity. Though marred and absolutely mangled by the ruinous powers,
wait, I don't understand though. So the Chaos Space Marines are, you know, the Space Marines from the Horus section, right? And since Horus got corrupted by the Chaos God, does that mean all his Space Marines also got corrupted as well by the Chaos God? Like, is that the reason why they're kind of infected by the WAP? Hello, Jilgi, welcome in, hello. YouTube jump scared me, put an ad in right when the music dropped for the Chaos Marine. Sorry. Hello, Marco. You know what's messed up? The 4 Chaos Gods trick Horus, given a future that current 40k. The very last moment of Horus realized that he's the trigger of that. It's all the traitor regions. Okay, so I did understand it correctly then. Nice. Okay.
Unmistakably Space Marines in stature and shape, and according to them, they have never been more free. After the heresy, the loyal legions of Space Marines became very strict in their organization, and their separation into separate chapters with capped numbers and other formalities was done to prevent any form of heresy from happening again. The Chaos Space Marines are a bit different. Ultimately, these Marines are subject to the primary legions that fell to Chaos in the first place. The majority of these legions, the Black Legion, the Word Bearers, Iron Warriors, Alpha Legion, and the Night Lords, are supporters of Chaos undivided, either enjoying the powers of all Chaos Gods or sometimes shunning them altogether. But
what does it mean by I hate balkanization? What does that mean? And the longer they're led by Chaos, the more they change physically. I guess it's because they're getting more and more infected, like they're merging with the WAP then. I think that's why. They followed in their father's footsteps and loyal were killed.
Literally the first thing Horus did before fully betraying the Emperor was cull those chapters that agreed to join of those that would remain loyal. Very few escaped.
What does coil mean? I don't know what coil means. The bulk, not black. No, I said I hate balkanization. That's what it says here, bulk. Like, is he the Balkans? Yeah, it's in the Balkan Saint, but what does this have to do with Warhammer? That's what I don't understand. Call means to kill off. Oh, okay. Splitting a kingdom up. Oh.
Few of them follow a very specific Chaos God. Thousand Sons are followers of Zeech, the Death Guard follows Nurgle, Slaanesh has their claws in the Emperor's Children, and the World Eaters are avid followers of Khorne. From there, the legions themselves are separated into roaming war bands that may go under their own unique names or may stake a claim to one of the primary legions. Most of the gear and armor of a Chaos Space Marine remains the same, but stylistically it changes quite a bit to reflect the intention of the legion or their patron god. The Death Guard's armor has become rotted and full of gaping mouths and
oh my god!
wounds. The World Eater's sharp and violent armor reflects their bloodthirst, and the chaotic noise of the Emperor's Children armor, nipple rings included, pleases Slaanesh greatly. Due to the taint of chaos, the armor itself becomes less about.
Since we only saw 3 ways that the Space Marine, armor changed, what about Slaanesh? What about the ones corrupted by Slaanesh?
Basically, Biggie went silent and vanished after appointed Horus War Master. Magnus tried to contact Biggie but can't reach him, so he tried warp magic. This created a warp tier filled with demons coming out to reality, forcing Big E to sit on the throne to fight back the demon.
Okay. But yeah, what about Slaanesh though? Do we get a version of the Chaos Space Marines, related to Slaanesh? Nipple ring people are Slaanesh. Oh, I thought those were Zench, I mean. Because he showed, the ones corrupted by Papa Nogul, then Khorne, and the purple one, I thought it would be Zench. So that would be Slaanesh. Where's Zench? Chaos ones. That was a nipple ring joke. Oh, you'll see? Okay.
Plating and more about a new skin for any given Chaos Space Marine. Though the Chaos Space Marines have no true fear of death or numbers diminishing, there are still major recruitment efforts for their legions. However, the conscription of these recruits is a lot more chaos-fueled and is more of a forced assimilation, and in some instances, breeding. The organ implementations and other modifications are the same, and the necessity of a gene seed remains the same, but the result is a hell of a lot different. Understanding Chaos Space Marines is a difficult exercise. If we took my original video 5 years back and looked at the Imperial Knights section, it mainly focuses on big stompy robots. Now that I understand more, I can discuss the Code Chivalric, the Throne Mechanicum, Squires, and Monarchs, and bring some more context to it all. To assume Chaos Space Marines are simply the opposite side of Space Marines would be foolish, for once you understand the plight of their Primarchs, it can provide a context always needed. Horus himself turned through an overwhelming weight on his shoulders and lies told by his father. But what of Angron? Angron lived as a slave gladiator for his planet's masters, who took Dark Age technology and shoved it into his brain, so experiencing any emotion other than rage was agony for him. He finally leads a revolt for his fellow gladiators and frees himself from the confines of servitude. The Emperor finds him and says he will take him home, but Angron refuses. He will fight with his friends against the tyranny of his slave owners to the last.
Wait, so Big E wanted Angron to fight alongside him, so maybe like giving him a higher position? Angron lived a horrible life of suffering. I mean, he did say they injected, bad technology into his head, and that if he was able to, feel happiness, it would kill him. I feel like I didn't really understand Angron that well, if I'm being honest.
Dark Age technology and shoved it into his brain, so experiencing any emotion other than rage was agony for him. He finally leads a revolt for his fellow gladiators and frees himself from the confines of servitude.
Oh, okay, then the gladiators he freed would then be like Space Marines following him, and then he would then be the general of them while also being on the Horus? Is that what it was? Hello, Swagger, welcome in. Hello. The Emperor should have killed Angron. Why? That would be a good ending, but no. Oh, no, sadly. Really? Oh, okay. Big E wants to get Angron out, but he refused and wanted to fight with his slave gladiator friends. Okay.
The Emperor finds him and says he will take him home, but Angron refuses. He will fight with his friends against the tyranny of his slave owners to the last. At the final last stand with him and his closest friends, slave gladiators, all of them outnumbered and on the verge of death, the Emperor forcefully teleports Angron to his flagship and none of his compatriots, leaving Angron to live and watch all of his friends die.
Why?
You kept that mule Corferon. Russ kept his kin friends. The lion kept Luther. Humans, brothers, and foster fathers, saved and raised into Legion ranks. But not me. Not Angron, no. Did the Emperor teleport his gold-wrapped custodians down to help me in my army? No. Did he free the Warhounds and order them to battle? Fight alongside me? No.
Oh,
Did he
shit.
save my brothers and sisters the way he spared and honored the lion's kin? The way he honored Corferon? No, no, and no. No mercy for Angron. Angron the Oathbreaker. Angron the Betrayer.
You know what? To be honest, Big E is kind of trash. I mean, you know, there are things Big E do that are not good. There are things he does that I do not agree with. This one in particular is fucked up, okay? This is insane. Why didn't he just send a space marine to go help Angron free his brothers? That's like way easier, no? Than teleporting him away from his brothers and watching how they just killed and massacred everyone else. That's insane. He didn't care? Heresy!
I still need a citation for this one, but apparently, Angron's masters had apparently already pledged themselves to the Imperium, so Big E couldn't just kill them. But he also couldn't let Angron die.
Yeah, but all he did, to be honest, was just have a... How would you say this in English? You know, someone that is just plotting for vengeance and waiting for the time to, you know, betray you? That is literally Angron. And not gonna lie, it is justified. You know, it is justified. Yeah, coup d'etat. Thank you. Yeah, a coup. Like he would be with Big E the whole time, but he will be planning to kill Big E at some point, and it would be reasonable for him to do it. You know? Hi, hello Trickster, hello Cargo, welcome in. If he got involved, he would risk losing the loyalty of the planet, but in hindsight, it was stupid as fuck. It was. Yeah, he's technically a spy as well. So I understand why he would go to Horus, not gonna lie. I understand why, I don't know, he would be on the Chaos Marine side more. Because that's understandable. Big E doesn't see Primax as people, they are tools, he doesn't care. See, that's what I don't understand though. Big E is supposed to be the symbol of protection of humanity, yeah? But there are some things he does that kind of contradicts it totally. Or am I the only one that sees it that way? I don't know. It's so weird. It really is so weird. It didn't take Horus much to turn Angron. Yeah, because Angron already hated Big E. Hello, Baka. Welcome in. Don't forget the Emperor's children are tools. We will never know Big E's truest intentions, but his whole thing seems to be a well-intentioned sociopath who struggles empathizing with humans. Yeah, then why help humans to begin with? Why become the symbol of progress for humans to begin with? That doesn't really make sense. Big E is the ultimate Asian parent. All it means for the end doesn't care, but for the outcome he won. Okay.
Conrad Kurz lived as a lonely boy, scrounging the dregs of a hive city plagued by constant visions of an assassin sent to murder him by his own father. Lorgar was born on a world of chaos worshippers with abusive parents, and the Emperor decided the best way to reprimand him was destroy his holy city. The Emperor robbed Mortarion of...
What am I hearing? He's literally just making more and more enemies though. Like, I get Big E was, you know, super powerful And obviously no one could stand against him. Yeah, like he was him, but still, what the hell? The guy's just making enemies everywhere.
Of vengeance and suppressed Magnus at every turn. The question isn't why the Primarchs rebelled. The question is, why didn't they sooner? To them, they are not the betrayers. They are the betrayed. They were under the...
Oh my god, I sound so heretic right now. I'm actually on the side of the heretic here because it is understandable for them to behave this way. It makes sense. It does make sense. I don't think this is not a betrayal. What the hell? This is not a betrayal. This is just payback. This is just payback. Lorga was justified, to be honest. I was just getting rid of the relation. Yeah. There were just tools to him, just like humanity was going to be just tools for him. Oof.
Boot of a golden tyrant, and they finally could be free from his heel. Of course, things have changed a lot since the heresy, and the Primarchs of the Chaos Space Marines that have survived the fall are a twisted variant of what they used to be. They have all, for the most part, ascended to the position of Demon Prince and act as a direct connection between their god and their legion. However, due to the nature of the transformation and dedication to a particular chaos god, their actions tend to be separate from their legion's actions. Fulgrim, for example, is so infatuated with being a Demon Prince of Slaanesh that he is at times far too focused on his own personal perfection as opposed to conquest and sitting around like Frankfurter on his throne. Meanwhile, Lorgar is being stalked by a bird, so he's always on edge. The most adamant against the temptations of the Chaos Gods, Perturabo, was even made a Demon Prince as a reward for being the one who did the most work on the group project. Chaos Space Marines are a fascinating faction because there is a great deal of cognitive dissonance that is represented in them. Depending on which faction you follow, your devotion to chaos is a sliding scale, and the representation in the universe is so varied. Some are there to reap a high tally of kills for their patron deity, while others are there purely to destroy the Imperium who wronged them. Some are there to torture and maim, and some are there to conquest and conquer. There is no unifying glue. They fight each other as much as they fight everyone else, and their machinations are entirely up to their warband. You have all walked different paths, but together we have come to the same destination. The Emperor has failed us. The Imperium has failed us all. It has failed us by the laxity of its laws, the decadence of its culture, and in the injustices heaped upon those of us who serve the most loyally. It has failed us by never recognizing our virtues, never rewarding us for the blood we shed and bringing about its ascendancy, and never providing unity when we needed it most.
That is true.
It has failed us by being flawed to its core, imperfect in its pursuit of a perfect culture, and in its weakness against the encroachment of Xenos breeds that seek to twist humanity to alien ends. And it has failed us, most of all, by being founded upon lies. The Imperium is forged by a dangerous deceit and erodes us all by demanding we sacrifice truth on the altar of necessity. This is an empire propagated by sin that deserves to die. And here on Istvan 5,
I find it kind of ironic that they would say this is an empire propagated by sin when they are all infected by the Chaos Gods. I don't know, I find that really awkward. Oh, it's implied that the Space Marines and Primarchs would have all been killed off after his great crusade, just like the Thunder Warriors who he used to take over. Wait, I didn't like the way Big E just massacred the Thunder Warriors, to be honest. So he was going to get rid of the Primarchs as well? Oh my god, does he see them as animals? Or what the hell is going on? What? I get that, you know, they're mostly lab grown, but still. What does he even see his sons as? Does he even see them as humans? Or like as something? As tools? So he just sees them as a freaking kitchen knife then. Angron, all you will ever get from me is a shell. The ghost of Angron who never left Nuceria. The Emperor. Then a ghost will have to suffer. Horror. But like bad horror. What the hell? Lower than animals, just tools for a job. Power drills more like, but yeah. I thought it was implied that they would stay with him in the palace due to the rooms being there. No, it seems like he was going to just get rid of them if they were no longer useful. You know what I mean? Kind of like the way he didn't really have use for the Thunder Warriors anymore, and he made the Space Marines. Like, what?
We begin the purge. From these ashes shall rise the new kingdom of mankind, an imperium of justice, faith, and enlightenment, an imperium heralded, commanded, and protected by the avatars of the gods themselves, an empire strong enough to stand through a future of blood and fire. Naturally, however, as I have
Big E doesn't care about helping you, he cares about killing them. Whether he's being nice or the worst, it's always about furthering his goals. I mean, I get he's mostly, what would be the English? He's like thinking about the bigger picture. You know, it's like when, let's say you give Big E a question of, let's say 1,000 people collateral damage or 1 million people collateral damage. I feel like he would rather just kill the 1,000 people. You know what I mean? Like, I think maybe that's the way he sees it. Like, he doesn't really, he's just thinking of, oh, you know what? Yeah, it's a bad thing, but just think about the bigger picture. It's probably going to save a bunch of people, or it's probably going to do a really, really good deal. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I see it. Yeah, pure logic, exactly. He's not being a... I'm joking. Pure logic, no emotion, yeah. In fairness to the Wonder Warriors, they were falling apart mentally and physically. They were basically a rush job version of Space Marines. Ah. Also, thank you guys so much for the super chat. Thank you. Okay.
Said before, Space Marines do not make up the bulk of the fighting force in the Imperium. So it would be ludicrous for me to not mention their dark cousins. The Code Chivalry is the sign of the power of the Imperial Knights. But what about the
Dark Mechanicum?
ruinous
Oh, okay. I do have a question. I think I will be asking this question every single time. Who here likes the Chaos Space Marines? Because like that's like a whole faction, right? So who here actually likes the Chaos Space Marines? I'm curious. It doesn't seem to be like that, but I honestly don't think he thinks about the morality of it all either. Absolutely horrid person. People were afraid of him and his plans. Oh, okay. I do, but not all of them. Ave Dominus Nox, okay? Me, okay, I'm seeing a few Chaos Space Marines that, you know, they're in favor. Okay. Only World Eaters. Alpha Legions are cool. I think the Chaos Space Marines are actually pretty cool. I like the way they all have different designs, you know, according to the Chaos God that infected them. I actually do think that's pretty cool. Yeah. World Eaters based. World Eaters only. Rick loves the Night Lord's Chaos Legion. Yeah, he mentioned it in part 1. So I'm really excited for when he gets to that one. I want to like see why he likes them. Okay, we have the Mechanicum. Mechanic what? Wait. What did he call it? Something
Knights.
Mechanicum.
But what about the
Yeah, the Dark Mechanicum. Okay.
ruinous powers claimed during the Horus Heresy extended beyond just the Space Marines and the Primals. Mars itself was subject to a revolution that saw half of them fall to chaos as well. And some of the once loyal knight houses saw themselves swearing fealty to the dark gods. The falling of these factions allows for the war machine of chaos to continue uninterrupted and to have firepower equal to that of the Imperium itself. The Dark Mechanicum, as the name suggests,
Mars.
is the chaos-affiliated branch of the Mechanicus, and have a lot more free reign, much like the freedoms of the Chaos Space Marines. The seeds of the Dark Mechanicum were planted fairly early due to some of the Mechanicum not really seeing the Emperor as the Omnissiah immediately, and Horus exploited this to allow the schism to happen a bit more naturally. Unlike their Imperial brothers, the Dark Mechanicum have the ability to invent and innovate. What a concept. While also utilizing forbidden technologies such as the Silica Animus or AI. The Dark Mechanicum do have their
AI? I think maybe Bricky means just using the SCCs, right? Because AI is forbidden. Oh wait, was AI only allowed in Mars? did Big E just let AI be allowed? Wait, no, but they didn't use AI. He mentioned in the first part that, you know, since they didn't have AI, they would do the whole lobotomy to people and then inject it into them. Yeah. Dark Mechanicum doesn't care. Oh, why would it be forbidden for Chaos? Oh, yeah, this is the ones that are against Big E then. They don't really care about the rules. Oh, okay. These guys are Chaos affiliates. So why would they care? True. Okay. Yeah, they do whatever they want. Oh, interesting.
Own desires to find lost technologies and put them to use, but they're more interested in taking ancient and forbidden technology from Imperial worlds and activating them for their own purposes. Because what good is a bunch of knob and tube wiring if you don't overload it with as many extension cords as...
Oh, thank you so much for the €4.20. Thank you so much. Wait, why didn't that play TTS, to be honest? I was supposed to play TTS. Wait, give me a sec. Oh, thank you so much. Any quote from Big E, he's not my son. None of them are. They are warlords, tools bred to serve a purpose. So he even said it. What the? So it does come out of Big E's mouth that he only sees them as tools. That is insane. Oh, I thought you guys were just like,
Early on
Jesus.
in the Horus heresy, the Fabricator General of Mars turned traitor and basically took Mars out of the fight until he was overthrown and his followers were expelled much later.
Okay.
as possible. However, instead of being clear-cut and more generalized creations, the inventions of the Dark Mechanicum are inherently tied with the warp and its demons. Genetic experimentation and modification, the fusion of man and machine are exceptionally common, and no creation is more reflective of this than the demon engines. Instead of regular tanks and vehicles, the demon engines are machines bound with the presence of demons to make them living war machines.
Whoa!
Unlike the vehicles of the Imperium, where a Mechanicus priest may be there to aid in its repair, a Warpsmith sorcerer is there to essentially repair and irritate the demon engine so that it can be a more effective killing machine. In certain factions, like the bitter and siege-loving Iron Warriors, they will lure demons with the promise of glory and easy bloodletting, only to then forcibly trap them into these demonic engines to use.
Isn't that better? Isn't that better though? Like easy. Oh my god. Oh my god. But that's kind of better though, to use demons instead of humans in the machines. We're not joking about Big E being a bad father that see them as tools. I thought you guys were just what is the word? What's the English word for a hypothesis? Like someone that uses a bunch of hypotheses or like theory. I thought you guys were theorizing. Is that even English? Yeah. Yeah, the Iron Warriors do not really serve chaos. They just don't like Big E. Oh, theorizing is an English word? Oh, okay. Yeah. That's what I meant.
Used as weapons of war against the Imperium. Some lesser gods, like Vashtor the Archifane, is also a contract and arms dealer for the demonic stuff that comes out of chaos. Many demons may sign a pact with Vashtor in the soul forges of the warp, and in doing so are given the weapons of war to kill as much as they can. Should they do so, excellent, you may keep it. Should you not, I hope you enjoy your soul working in the forges for all eternity. That's what you signed with blood and oil. In addition, much like their ties in the Loyalist realm, the Dark Mechanicum and the Chaos Knight houses are deeply intertwined. There were, of course, many Knight houses that swore fealty and bent the knee to War Master Horus during the heresy, but a good portion of them had no choice, as they were absorbed by warp storms and corrupted into compliance. Many of these Chaos Knights reflect the very early Dark Age technology Knights with more corrupted weapons. The Throw Mechanicum, which once had a noble sitting and taking control of generations of previous drivers and taming a beast, is now a saddle to a monstrosity.
I think demon machines are more compliant to the imperial truth than just, no, that doesn't exist. It's better to say that exists. Well, are you going to worship the gallon of screaming fuel? Oh. Vashtor has been showing up a lot in recent lore. I think Vashta is actually really cool though. He kind of reminded me, like the whole capitalist but demon way. Reminded me of, what's their name? We learned about them yesterday. The kin, the squats. Kind of reminded me of them a bit, but this one is like making contracts with the demons. Yeah, Devotin, yeah. Yeah.
Ferocity of wrath and hatred. The nobles of the Chaos Knights fight to aggravate and bring the machine to their will while combating the corrupted minds of their fallen ancestors. Some of these nobles may do such a good job that they themselves fuse into the throne itself and become one with the knight. If a noble dies, no worries at all. Unlike the Imperial ones that require a pilot, a demon can hop into the cockpit and control it instead. The Night
That's
Worlds
easier.
also see full corruption as well. Where there were once peasants, there are now cultists. And the goal of the Chaos Knights are just as chaotic as the gods they
I feel like the demon machines are better though. Like they're way easier to do. You can just, enslave the demons instead of using a person. Contracts make no sense in a place with no time. As long as you get your side of the bargain, I think it does make sense. It's complicated. He did grow to kind of care for some of them, some more than others, but it was there. It's just the dream came first before everyone and everything. Oh, you're talking about Big E? Since it's known that he really, really likes Horus, that means he didn't really see all of them as tools. He still had like his favorites amongst the sons. Yeah, you can enslave them, but if you're too good at it, you fuse with the machine and are stuck inside it forever. Wait, oh my god! The demon machines though, were there any of them that went rogue? Like, let's say they just stopped listening to the person that was giving them orders and they just started, doing whatever. Like going on a range thingy. Some other quotes from the best dad. I did not create you to be my children. You were made to be generals, nothing more. I am not a god nor a father. I am a ruler. That best dad better be sarcasm. Oh yeah, that happens often. Oh, I figured because it's probably possible to have like some of the machines go rogue.
Some are sent to war by the ruinous powers. Others may protect Dark Mechanicum Forge worlds, and others still may be so hyped up on the ruinous powers that they are just aimless and reckless, hoping to unravel the fabric of the universe itself. Though the aspect of nobility is still there with the chaos.
The editor. The editor, I feel so bad. I'm sure they tried so much to remove the Discord ping, but it was blended with Bricky's voice, so it was impossible.
Night, but it's hardly the same as it is on the Imperial side. As opposed to a beautiful knightly stallion, the knights here are horrifying and unpredictable monstrosities, fueled in part by the agony of the memories of the ancestors trapped within. An invasion by a house of Chaos Knights is a horrifying thing. One might ask, how do knights enter the battlefield? Normally they can be deployed via dropships the standard way, but Imperial Knights can be deployed with a drop keep, a gigantic knight keep with like towers and stuff will hurtle towards the surface like a drop pod and be slammed into the ground with an excessively thunderous crash. Then massive drawbridges slam down, banners unfurl, and huge horns play the song of their people as these lumbering robots charge out of their, again, drop keep to fight for the Imperium. So imagine what a warp-fueled version of this could look like.
If you get the opportunity, you should kill yourself.
Chaos Titanfall clearly wasn't badass enough.
Chaos Knights have such a presence, the warp fluctuates in their tread. They bring doom, dread, and despair across the battlefield.
Oh my
Warp
god.
storms occur overhead, and psychic phenomenon cling to them. A Chaos Knight will arrive either in some warp-debased platform, or perhaps a portal itself, or climb out of a pool of blood. As the air gets heavy, the enemy feels a crippling sense of paranoia, and the sky begins to rain blood, acid, and God knows.
Dude, I think I would just myself. because there's just no way. There's just no way. It looks really, really cool from, you know, from a perspective that you are not the planet they are attacking. But imagine you like the planet they're attacking. Hell no. No, 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 no. No, that's insane. That's insane.
What else? The horrors of the warp have resulted in a dramatic change in technology in the favor of their forces. Though in practice, it is a horror beyond comprehension, their baseline desires don't seem that radical on paper. They are creative builders, working to innovate and
Don't worry, they will quick you really quick, just very gory. I mean, would you guys rather go by a demon machine or by, let's say if they sent you to Juvari, to like a Yamar, for the Juvari to experiment on you? I think both of them are bad. I think both of them are really, really, oh my god, everything in Warhammer is really crazy though. Like, it's really gory, really insane. Ahoy, Arcanine. Imagine you winning, killing a shit ton of enemies just for a fucking Chaos Knight to crawl out of the pool of blood you created. Yeah, exactly. One is far worse than the other, but both of them are worse. That's the thing. Some don't even come in ships. They just appear and disappear on planets with bloodshed, slaughtering for a few moments and then disappearing again.
and improve technology while utilizing anything they can to accomplish their STEM goals. Looking at the dark forces of chaos and the Emperor now on his golden throne, humanity is fractured. The Emperor himself is the guiding light for warp travel for humanity, and in being that exists as a beacon for the entire species. Without him, things would get somehow worse. Therefore, he needs his protectors. Where a Thunder Warrior wasn't enough for his armies, and half of his Space Marines turned traitor, the Emperor's personal bodyguards are something else entirely. They are not the fallible Astartes, nor are they a nightmarish concoction of organs and indoctrination. They are built and gene-crafted with science bordering on magic. They number 10,000 strong, and each of them is a hero. They are the
Adeptus Custodes. Wait,
Rare
do they have his gene, or did he not use his gene this time? Did he possess his gene? I hope you like gold, all the gold. I'm actually more of a silver fan. Oh, it's totally different? Okay.
The battle where an Emperor's custodians outnumber our foes. We are ever beset, surrounded upon all sides by heresy and foulness, just as is Terra itself. Yet, like the throne world, we stand resolute, indefatigable, indomitable. Let the enemy come. Let them darken the horizon with their numbers. Still, we will prevail. Though the Emperor sits rotting on the golden throne, his talons remain sharp. The talons of the Emperor was the name given to the most elite forces at his disposal. The left hand of his talons comes in the form of the Sisters of Silence, psychic blanks that scour the—
Whoa! That's actually really cool! Oh my god! I thought maybe the Sisters of Silence were like, you know, not that cool when you guys mentioned them, but holy! I didn't know that would be his left hand. That's really, really cool.
the galaxy to claim souls, to fuel the Astronomicon in the form of the Great Tithe. 1,000 psychers sacrificed daily to keep the Emperor of Mankind alive, dragged into the black ships of the Silent Sisterhood. The right hand of the Emperor's protectorate, his golden bodyguards that serve him and only him. These are the Custodians. While the members of the Space Marines went out to take back the galaxy, the Legio Custodes stood back and kept a close watch over the Emperor himself. The Custodes are, in a sense, similar to Space Marines in that they are genetically modified super soldiers clad in power armor, but that is where the similarities stop. Their genetic makeup seems to be made from the Emperor himself, or at least something quite close. And the precision of their creation predates the development of the Space Marines and even the Primarchs. Unlike Space Marine recruitment, where there's a process undertaken when a subject is at least somewhat grown, a Custodian's process begins at infancy. The methods in which they are made are a secret, but what is known is that at the very beginning, Each custodian was made by the Emperor himself. Regardless of the bioalchemical process,
wouldn't he have more of a, how do you say this? Wouldn't he be more inclined to like the custodians more than his sons? Because technically he did make them himself, and he probably, was there to be around them more often than his sons that were like, kidnapped in the beginning. You know what I mean? The custodians are called his companions, so I feel like he would like them way more. Like he would see them, I mean, he still sees them as tools, but he would see them as less of a tool than than his sons. He knew them all by name. Oh my god, I was correct then. The custode said how easily Chaos Space Marines fell. Oh, as if they were forged and trained for this alone, made to slay Space Marine and even Primarchs, once they outlived their purpose like the Thunder Warriors before them. Oh my god, so that means the custodes and the Space Marines always had beef. They probably always had beef. Custodians are also essentially his friends. Oh. What I've heard, he even played chess with them and stuff. Oh, that's really nice. He genuinely treats them like his children more than he treats the Primax. Oh, okay.
The process is exceptionally long and grueling, and only a handful of selected aspirants make it to the end. Those that do are clad in the most regal and effective armor in the Imperium. Commonly, a custodian is seen carrying a Guardian Spear, an utterly yoked up version of the staves the Praetorian Guards of the Emperor in Star Wars had. They are also clad with specific shields and blades, but the most interesting thing with all of their gear is that due to the meticulous and dedicated maintenance and preservation of their armor and gear, these items are the same ones they used 10,000 years ago. The custodians do not age biologically, so some of the veterans in the garb may be several thousand years old. And unlike the Space Marines, they fight entirely as a solo force. When a line of custodians...
Wait, they do not age biologically? Does that mean they're immortal? Like, they don't age at all? Is that what he means? But they do age, since he made them from the infancy. Bricky mentioned infancy, so that's like a baby. Seems like it. Oh, dear God, imagine Neela being in this kind of armor. Wait, I wouldn't be able to move. My armor would be so not war ready. Yeah, it would be just for show. A custodian earns a new name for every battle won, so some have names that take minutes to say. Oh, they just keep adding to the name? Whoa, so that means the longer the name it is, the more you should be afraid of that specific custodian. An army of anime protagonists? Yeah. They age mentally, just not physically. Okay.
Holding back waves
Custodes
of...
to me prove a point. They are created to serve a purpose, just like the Primarchs. But they were raised by the Emperor, where the Primarchs were sent out into the galaxy and not raised by the Emperor. Because they were raised like normal humans, albeit larger and stronger than a normal human, they expected the Emperor to be their father. So the Emperor tried to be a father, even though he didn't really want to.
He didn't really want to. Why didn't he want to be a dad, though? That's what I don't understand. Why didn't Big E want to be a dad? I know he wanted to be a leader. No, he didn't even want to be a leader, because I know in one of Ricky's video, he mentioned the human just kind of made him into a leader because of how much he's been helping them. And it was during the time of, holy depression, So it's not like he wanted to be a leader. Big E is just socially awkward. He's a ruler. How many rulers are good fathers? Oh, you caught me there. You caught me there. Being a dad is a pain in the ass. He wanted to be a leader, just my God. Oh, okay. Child support. Child support. Do you want to be a mother to 10,000 kids? No. But at least to the Primarchs or something. Getting attached to the Primarchs would make things complicated. Well, Okay, I get it though. Since he did doubt a bit when he tried to kill Horus, since he liked Horus a bit. So I guess if he was too involved with them emotionally, and let's say more of them fucked up, then it would have been harder to get rid of them. Okay. No. He did take charge when he thought the moment was most appropriate for it. Oh, okay. Okay.
Enemies, they operate independently. There are no battle formations, there are no squad tactics. Each custodian is the main character, trailed by serfs and servitors, tasked entirely to reload their weapons. They fight with a singular purpose, if not action. Groups of custodians will dispatch enemy after enemy, their spears coming within inches of each other, but never close enough for a killing blow. Their strikes are intentionally defensive, allowing their opponents to attack 1 to 2 times before parrying and ending their lives. Each strike deflected is an opportunity to know their enemy more and learn from their patterns. They are truly the Emperor's bodyguards.
Wouldn't that mean they kind of play with the enemy? I feel like there's probably a custodian that's, let's say, super powerful, and he's like so bored, he would let the enemy, do the moves, and then once he's bored or like have seen everything, he would attack them. Kind of like the anime protag. Can we make a toggle that turns Neela into a sister of silence? That would be so expensive. They all are super powerful. The custodes are to space marines what space marines are to regular humans. They're insanely good. The redeems are not working? Really? Oh, okay, then don't redeem then. Don't redeem.
Masters of close combat, enemy knowledge, and reactions measured in milliseconds. Though the custodians are a part of the Adeptus Terra, the members of the Guard only answer to their own leadership and the Emperor himself. The leader of the custodians is known as the Captain General, and individual squads of custodians are overseen by a shield captain. As their focus is on the Emperor, their command center is located within the Imperial Palace. The Tower of Hegemon serves as their primary base of operations, but there is a dedicated elite guard of custodians known as the Companions that stands 300 strong by the Emperor's side. In total, the custodians are 10,000 strong, and when a member retires, their name is added to the Hall of Name and vanish across the galaxy in a cloaked disguise to serve as eyes and ears for the Imperium. Despite their numbers and their strength, the members of the custodians do not consider themselves to be soldiers or warriors in any way. They see themselves strictly as the guardians of the Emperor in all facets of his presence. This extends beyond the physical. Custodians believe they represent the guarding of the Emperor's ideals and philosophies too. Their gains are both physical and literary. They are the protectorates of everything the Emperor stood for, and in doing so, the custodians are also artisans and scholars, in addition to being the golden guard of the Golden Throne. However, due to this nature of being protectorates, they have a very strong view when it comes to the Space Marines and the Primarchs. The Emperor himself had insinuated many times that once the galaxy was brought to heel, that there would be no need for the Space Marines anymore, and they were to go the same way that the Thunder Warriors went before them. The custodians—
Wait, did the Space Marines know this? Like, did they know the Emperor actually thought about this? No? Because that is really fucked up. Like, imagine you're fighting for this Emperor, and then all of a sudden he's like telling everyone, oh, you know what, when they're no longer useful, we're just going to massacre all of them. You know what? Yeah, don't worry about them too much. Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding? Why would I fight for you then? No, but someone figured it out. Oh, I feel like Horus trying to get more traitors on his side wasn't really hard. It really wasn't really hard though. Because the way Big E acts is, oof, I don't know. A lot of Space Marines had actually retirement plans. Oh, did he not know? And then the heresy happened before he could even do that. Thank God the heresy happened. Oh, okay. Whoa. I'm being too heretic here. I'm being too heretic here, but still, it's insane. Like Bricky said, the question isn't why turn, it's why not sooner. Yeah. Whoa, I'm being too heretic, okay? Whoa, let me know. I think Bricky is corrupting me right now. Also, hello, Jared, welcome in, hello.
Meant to be the judge, jury, and executioner of this will, and are biologically designed not only to be able to take down a space marine with ease, but to be able to go toe-to-toe with the Primarch as well. During the heresy, the custodians mused on how suspiciously easy it was to kill Chaos Space Marines, as if they were trained and made for that explicit purpose. Constantine Valdor, one of the closest advisors of the Emperor, was asked if he ever disagreed with Bricky on something, and he said once, with the formation of the Primarchs.
I feel I do my best, but they don't.
Let me ask you a very fair question. What do you do successfully? Quickly.
Exactly.
I hate that every time we're in Untucked, the conversations are about me.
And besides the trained distrust for Space Marines, the custodians also have evidence for their distrust. The Horus Heresy saw half of the chapters fall to chaos and
that's
turn
insane.
traitor against the Emperor. In the mind of a custodian, the fact that half of the Space Marines fell before means that the other half can fall with ease. They are fully capable of wiping out literally any force put against them, and in a sense are the final representation of the golden age of terror. However, they are forced to stand in silent and blind service to the Emperor and to the ill of the Imperium. And they, for 10,000 years, have stood vigil over the Imperium and have watched its rise and fall with the inability to do anything.
Oh, wait.
Well, they do go out and
Would it be Warhammer 41k then? Like now during this time? Like I feel like it's probably no longer 40k, no? Since it's like more years are added, right? Careful, somebody's gonna call the Inquisition on you, Neela. No! no. Nobody knows the actual dates in the universe. Okay.
fight some battles here and there. At the end of the day, the vastness of the Imperium means that the closest advisors to the Emperor himself are powerless to make any change. But goddamn,
Would need I to
can they
count the
kill a
years
space
by
marine?
now?
For 100 years, I stood my watch amidst the somber shadows of the Sanctum Imperialis. I was still as a statue, but always ready, always attuned to dangers unseen. Days, months, years passed by in a frenzied blur beyond those walls, yet within, little moved and nothing changed. For 100 years, I did not but wait, yet had any threat appeared, I would have struck it down in a heartbeat. For 100 years, I stood my watch, and as it ends, I can tell you this: patience is a weapon. Of course, a threat directly to terror.
I would be cooked then. I am so impatient. I couldn't do it. 100 years shifts? No. What the? No, that's insane. I can't do that.
Itself would appear to be something foolish. It's in the deepest parts of Imperial space and is one of the most defended bastions in the galaxy. You'd truly have to be foolhardy or insane to think that you can take on Terra itself.
Brother, cover my shift, please. Imagine just begging.
However, one faction certainly got close. In the dark ages of the stars and in a river of misery, there is one faction having a crackin' old time. The galaxy sees them as savages, yet they have already figured out the questions of the universe. Their numbers are uncountable, their technology incomprehensible, and yet their violence is so very green. I am, of course, talking about the
Oh my god! I was seeing the way you guys were hyping it in the chat, and it was like my heart was going doki doki, like, oh my god, this is going to be a super cool space marine. What the hell? You guys are hyped for orcs? Oh my god! You guys are insane.
The orcs are the pinnacle of creation. For them, the great struggle is won. They have evolved a society which knows no stress or angst. Who are we to judge them? We Eldar who have failed, or the humans on the road to ruin in their turn? And why? Because we saw answers to questions that an orc wouldn't even bother to ask. We see a culture that is strong and despise it as crude. During the war in heaven, the old ones were doing their best to spawn as many combatants to their cause as possible by
M42 with the newest law.
Oh, okay.
seeding the galaxy in a specialized sense. The Eldar were made to be a precise and tactical species to fight off the Catan and the Necrons, but another prominent species was made by them as well. The Krork were warriors clad in ornate armor.
Oh my god, I wasn't listening to Bricky. I was listening to the music. Wait. I need to focus.
Who are we to judge them? We Eldar who have failed, or the humans on the road to ruin in their turn? And why? Because we saw answers to questions that an orc wouldn't even bother to ask. We see a culture that is strong and despise
Green is the best color.
During the war in heaven, the old ones
okay,
were doing
I'm focused.
their best to spawn as many combatants to their cause as possible by seeding the galaxy in a specialized sense. The Eldar were made to be a precise and tactical species to fight off the Catan and the Necrons, but another prominent species was made by them as well. The Krork were warriors clad in ornate armor with more dangerous weaponry. However, things changed, and these warriors changed, and the Krork are no more. They are now known as the boys, the lads, the mates, the orcs. An
Oh
orc in
my
40K
God.
looks like an orc in most other fantasy media. Hulking, warlike monstrosities with big teeth and worse attitudes.
Oh my
However,
god, thank you so
unlike
much. Thank you so much, Shadows, for the 10 gifted subs. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my god, I hate hearing this. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted. Thank you. Hey.
The more Tolkien-esque forms of these creatures, the devastating nature of the orcs is in their biology. Unlike most species in the galaxy, the orcs are actually a type of fungus. This fungus itself comes in various forms. The small goblin-like Gretchen and Snotlings are a part of this fungal ecosystem as well.
Oh yeah, I remember you guys mentioned the orcs are literally just what was the English? Spores, right? Because that's the reason why they can just reproduce and go everywhere. They can literally be everywhere. Mushrooms, they're fungus. Yeah. Crocs are as powerful of primates and
Back
even
from lurking for this one fact. Hashwa.
what? Powerful of primates and even Big E, but they are all gone now. Devolved to orcs and demi-crocs, almost killed a primate. Rossi, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you so much for the hype chain as well, you guys. Thank you. They were a bio weapon. Once you have an orc infestation, you have to burn everything. You probably have to get rid of the whole planet at that point. Yeah, you have to get rid of the whole planet.
And also the squigs, which can be used for basically anything. But regardless of what is a part of the fungal system, all of them are born from spores that land on the ground.
Yeah, spores.
Well, as they travel around the galaxy, they drop spores literally everywhere. And then an orc dies, and they drop tons of fungal spores that allows for their numbers to be replenished over a period of time. Because of this, orcs are not only extremely prominent across the galaxy, but they are exceptionally resilient due to their growing cycle. Even if one orc
Oh
lands
my
on a
god.
planet, it will be
The orcs look really cool though. I like the different outfits and designs. What the hell? It looks like the orcs are having way more fun than everyone else. Like the whole history of Warhammer, the whole lore of Warhammer, everyone is like so depressed, so insane, so angry, and then you see the orcs just actually having fun. What the hell? I like the orcs. I like them.
nearly impossible to get rid of all of the orc presence unless the planet itself is completely destroyed. And even then, they might find a way to survive. Due to their fungal nature, orcs don't really stop growing. And the more long-lived an orc is, the bigger they get. And the more an orc fights, the bigger they get. Of course, since they're constantly getting into scraps, an orc's lifespan isn't necessarily that long, so the bigger orcs are harder to find. Though alongside this, however, they are a tribe-based species that is comprised of warbands, and the biggest and the strongest orc leads the warband known as the War Boss. At the bottom end of the orc tribal system are the Gretchens and the Snotlings. These members act as the servants and slaves of the orcs, and sometimes their actual ammunition, despite being a bit smarter and more cunning than their bigger brethren. Because in orc culture, the biggest is the boss. The smallest gets picked on and thrown
Oh my god, that is Zeal, thank you so much for 67 gifted subs. Oh my god. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. One scary part is that the knowledge to make tech and spaceship is ingrained in their DNA. In time, orc, mech boys, etc. are born that can do so. Oh, okay. That I didn't know. I always thought the orcs were, dumb, and all they did was just fight each other. That was basically it, But yeah, I think 6-7, really? Oh, thank you so much for the 6-7. 6-7 gifted souls. Thank you. They are? Okay, I thought I was actually insulting them, but I guess not. I guess not.
around. Beyond the war bands and the tribes, orcs also belong to a specific clan.
Taylor,
Tribes
lucky
constantly
you not an orc. You, as the smallest, would get bullied by everyone.
No.
Oh, wait, you'd like that.
No, I wouldn't get bullied. If I was an orc, I would be the biggest of them all. Yes. I would be like their Zerk. Yeah, like the leader of all the orcs. Do they even have leaders? Like, do they have leaders? I just know he just mentioned they have the bigger ones.
Shatter and rebuild, but the clans do not. They are, in a sense, a psychological state of being for any given orc, and gives an orc their specific character and traits. And to make things easier, these clans are also color-coded, so that's very easy to tell what orc does what. Though there are many clans out there, 6 of them are the most prominent and well-known. The Bad Moons are essentially the merchants and have a lot of money because their currency is teeth, and they grow teeth faster than
Their currency is teeth? Oh my god, every single place there is capitalism, huh? Like, there is capitalism. That's insane. There's always the whole thing of buying stuff, selling stuff, exchange and all that. That's cool.
any others. The Blood Axes are the stealth units, and by stealth, it means like slightly more quiet than the others, and they have a love for LARPing as humies. Death Skulls are the scavengers, and the Goths are the close combat specialists. And on the two ends of the spectrum, we also have the tech-savvy Evil Sons, and the more traditionalist and tribal Snakebites. Another major facet of orcs is
not teeth. Huh? Wait, I thought you guys were typing teeth in the chat because you wanted me to pronounce it.
I saw the teeth. What? I saw the teeth. What are you talking about?
Wait, is teeth something else? Huh?
Difference between clans usually comes down to a question of what the best or most fun way to fight is.
Oh, teeth are a renewable resource? Oh, it's not the teeth then. I thought it was like the teeth in their mouths. But he did say they grow pretty fast. It's just how they say, oh, okay, then it is the teeth. Okay, it is the teeth, okay.
Is their religious beliefs. They believe in two gods, Gork and Mork. Gork is cunningly brutal and Mork is brutally cunning. The difference between them, according to orcs, is that Mork hits you when you aren't looking and Gork hits you when you are. There's a lot of confusion as to which one is which, and this results in a lot of infighting. In other species, this would be considered a sort of religious conflict, but for the orcs, it's just another excuse to fight. I have a quote here, but I don't really do a good orc voice.
No, do it.
My co-host of That's Ridiculous to read this one, and I'll try to lip sync it.
Oh, he's more cunning in a grot and more killing than a dread. The boys that follow me can't be beat. On Piscina, we jumped the Marine boys, and our boss pose was covered in the helmets we took from the dead-ends. We burned their port and killed their bosses and left nothing but ruins behind. I'm Warlord Gezgul Mac Uruk-Drucker, and I speak with the word of the gods. We's gonna stomp the universe flat and kill anything what fights back. We's gonna do this 'cause we're orcs, and we was made to fight and win.
It's 'cause it sounds terrible. Fighting is the biggest aspect of orc culture, and is essentially their life's purpose. They are genetically hardwired.
Wait, are the orcs British? Wait. Are the orcs British? They are? Oh, also thank you so much for the hype train. Thank you so much. Choo choo. Thank you. Yes, they are British. Soccer hooligans. Yeah. Oh my god. Football. Oh my god. This is how the orc speaks, by the way. I find this really cool. Hate British. I'm joking. What? I never said I don't like British people. Oh, wait, give me a sec. My YouTube stream. Okay. Is YouTube stream going on? I don't know. It kind of like just turned off all of a sudden for me. Is it still on at the moment? Okay, I still see chat going on. Okay. That's why the Union Jack was on the title card. Oh, they speak like British hooligans. Oh my god, Infinity is you people. Yo, okay. Did I say I liked orcs in the beginning? I have to rethink that sentence.
To get into battles and scraps with enemies that can feel pain. The more they fight, the bigger they get. This, combined with them getting bigger over time, means that some of the biggest and baddest orcs of all time have been notably gigantic. The Beast, as he was known, was about the size of an Imperial Knight. If an orc runs out of other enemies to fight, they will immediately start infighting to scratch the battle itch. For example, in The Warp, a planet exists where a band of orcs are in a constant state of war and battle, and have been for an improbably long amount of time, strictly because how much Korn enjoys himself watching it. For some, being trapped in a perpetual war planet for all eternity would be a fate worse than death, but to the boys, this is heaven. In the event of a particularly big battle, a massive amount of tribes and war bands will unite under what is known as the War. The concept of a war covers a few bases. The first is the group aspect of the massive green tidal wave of orcs fighting for the same cause, the cause being the second base. But the most prominent aspect of the war is the psychic aspect of it. Remember how the old ones made the Eldar and all the Eldar are psychic? Well, the orcs are too, kinda, but just not as much. Only a little bit of it. And they often don't know how to use it and frankly don't care. But a huge gathering of orcs generates a psychic field that allows orcs to be more organized, dangerous, and dedicated to the war-based cause. However, the true extent of the psychic energy and its usage is relatively unknown, but that doesn't matter considering the outcome 90% of the time.
Wait, I don't know if maybe Bricky explains this in the video, but I'm kind of curious, how come Big E didn't try to use the orcs? They seem really happy to go to war, so wouldn't that be an awesome, colony to use just for war alone? Like they seem really happy to just go to war because they're not human. Yeah, but you know how like instead of enslaving a human, the Xenos. Oh, true. Oh my god, I just said something super heretic, huh? Oh yeah, they're filthy Xenos. My bad. I was thinking about being efficient here, you guys. Okay.
Similar sense, their ragtag technology and weaponry is also a mystery to most who encounter it purely because...
Yes! No. Yes, Neela, you did a heresy? No.
Because of that Wa energy. The technology...
Is Neela suggesting we be friends with aliens? No, I never said that. I said use the aliens. Yes, that is way a better concept, to use the aliens, to our benefits. Yes. No, it's not heretic. It's not heretic.
the orcs use seem to be held together with duct tape and plastic glue, and crude doesn't even begin to describe it. Their guns seem to have an inordinate amount of ammunition and firepower, and they are seemingly able to put things together on the fly in the middle of combat. The Imperium is of the mind that the orcs' weapons and machinery only work due to their innate psychic ability, but realistically, orc gear hardly works in the first place. Weapons blow up in a Bugs Bunny-esque manner all the time, and their war buggies can collapse in the middle of battle. Just because it works a handful of times does not mean it's an effective weapon, but this doesn't stop the orcs and their green tide. To really understand the power of the Wa energy, orcs can operate purely off of belief. Now, a misconception is that orcs believe something is real and it happens. But that isn't true, because that's just one orc. However, there's never one orc. There's normally a few billion orcs together, and if they all believe something is true...
That's kind of like the way they... Not the orcs, though. Kind of like the way Bricky explained how they navigate in the warp. Literally, no? Like how they use the ship to navigate in the warp by creating a whole reality, no? By using the psychic power. Orcs basically manifest, if they think it works, it works. Oh, so they're all collectively using their, the tiny psychic energy to make a big psychic energy then. They gaslight things into existence. They gaslight reality to make bullshit real. I need that. I need that. Closer, yeah?
Orcs technically do have psychers that can tap into that power directly, they just most often have little to no control over it and are just as likely to kill themselves or other orcs by accident.
Oh no!
Weird boys are the only orcs that aren't having a good time.
Oh, okay. To an extent, they can't rewrite reality no matter how many believe, but red ones will go faster. Red ones will go faster. What do you mean by red ones will go faster?
This is off topic, but I'm honestly really looking forward to your nurse ASMR Naylor.
One day. Red goes faster is just that? What do you mean? What do you mean red goes faster? Red tanks, red boogies, red ships, red is fast? Red vehicles? Speed? Wait, so anything they paint red goes faster? Is that what you mean? Empty tank, make gas out of gas lighting. Oh! Dude, I feel like my brain is lagging right now. So if they paint anything red, it's automatically... What?
Can I just say, Warhammer is a way better community than like most online gaming communities. Because there's a TTG and a card game, I think.
Oh, I'm glad you like it though. To be honest, I've been reacting to a bunch of Warhammer topics and everyone has been super nice. We haven't banned anyone yet. So far, the Warhammer community is super nice. So I'm really happy.
True, the warp will tend to respond with a positive green light.
Okay.
Sometimes. Do the red ones go faster? Well, with enough orcs, yeah.
Purple is
How does an
invisible.
orc...
Why? Have you ever seen a purple orc?
Wait, are you guys lighting me right now? Are you guys lighting me right now? It's the combination of their beliefs and numbers. The more orcs genuinely believe something, the more crazy stuff they can manifest. Dude, so it's literally fate. Wait. Wouldn't that mean the war bosses would try their best to like control, the lower orcs that are not that big? That way everyone thinks about the same thing, Also, hello, I love Thick. Oh, thanks so much for the tier 1 and 27 whole months. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks so much for the resub. Wait. Let me see. Bricky's about to explain the color thing. I want to see what he says.
To really understand the power of the Wa energy, orcs can operate purely off of belief. Now, a misconception is that orcs believe something is real and it happens. But that isn't true, because that's just one orc. However, there's never one orc. There's normally a few billion orcs together, and if they all believe something is true, the warp will tend to respond with a positive green light. Sometimes. Do the red ones go faster? Well, with enough orcs, yeah. How does an orc bulky with an engine block that's just a boulder with vroom vroom written in chalk work? Who cares? Orcs breathing on a ship with a hull breach? Go ahead. An orc went back in time to kill a version of himself so he could have two of his favorite weapons. It is...
Are you serious? Are you actually serious? Did that actually happen? It's true? Oh my god. That is so insane. Painting something red makes a vehicle go faster. Painting something blue makes it luckier. Painting something yellow makes it explode better. Dude, I don't know if I'm kind of scared of the orcs. Not gonna like, it's like giving a bunch of dumb people powers though. But well, not really dumb, but it's really simplistic. You know, it's really, really simplistic. And because of that, they're really, really scary. So Twitter, I didn't say that. Honshi in the chat said it's not me though, not me. Oh, hello, Leon, welcome in. Oh, orcs, my favorites. Yes, we're seeing orcs lore right now. They don't need air in space. They don't know they don't need it. They don't know they do need it. Oh my god. Orcs don't have a concept of the space-time continuum. The orcs would make your plastic tank munition work.
In fairness, the time travel incident was unintentional, but the orc boss in question just took advantage of the situation once he figured it out.
And the only thing he did was kill himself in the past just to take the weapon? Really? That's the only thing he did? Not do anything else that would be, you know, more useful? Orc logic equals water floats on water. It's raining, cover yourself in oil, then fly. What do you mean cover yourself in oil, then fly? It doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. There's a popular theory in Warhammer 40k lore that the Emperor's continued existence on the Golden Throne is partly due to the collective subconscious belief of the orcs. Wait, what? Who see him as a powerful warrior, their beliefs subtly influencing reality and preventing his total demise, though it is not a direct conscious effort to save him. Oh, so they just want to fight him, so they're all collectively believing he's still there? Did I understand that right? Because, you know, they see him as a powerful warrior, maybe to fight one day or something, or, you know, challenge. They still keeping him up. Makes sense. Oh, okay. Okay, that's interesting.
Shenanigans. Because of their actions and aesthetic, the orcs tend to be presented in a comic relief sense in a lot of media, particularly the media from...
That's a meme. The orcs can't make the emperor alive. Oh, okay. I mean, it's just a theory, though. It's just a theory. But imagine if it was true. You strong, you stay. Oh my god, then I would be cooked. Oh. Wait, are there female orcs? Or is it only just the male ones? Are there any female orcs in here? They see the Space Marines like proper warriors befitting them, so it must mean the Emperor might be the mightiest of warriors, so they like him. Oh, they are oh yeah, true. Yeah. There are no genders in the orcs. Okay. True.
Their perspective. They are bumbling and loud and goofy British football hooligans, and they say silly things and act in silly ways. But to the citizens of the Imperium, the orcs are far from funny. They are violent and irrational creatures that take humans for punching bags, slaves, or ultimately dinner. They have no moral compass and are violent and brutal killers that know nothing else. They are genetically designed to be a violent species that was capable of beating back the Necrons and the Catan. And if the orcs were ever able to unify under one banner, they would be utterly unstoppable. However, due to their aggressive nature, their organizational skills are non-existent, and they tend to just beat each other up for the fun of it. All that exists in the mind of an orc is fighting. and nothing else. If they wipe out their enemies, they will inevitably wipe
Have you
themselves
seen
out
the
as
old
well.
Looney Tunes cartoons where someone will run off a cliff, keep running on air, and then don't fall until they look down and realize they're supposed to be falling? That's basically the orcs.
Oh, oh my God. But then again, I'm going to go back to what I said before. If Big E kind of like unified all the orcs and made them more organizational, you know, I mean, maybe like give them some, what would you call this? Like some coliseum for them to fight and, you know, get their war thingy. I feel like it would be a really, really powerful force. You know, I think it would be really, really powerful. Although he did mention they use humans as punching bags. So, oof, I don't know about that one anymore. He can't, orcs are idiots. Oh, they do that just for fun. I smell some heresy. You can't, they are built different on a genetic level. Orcs are technically genderless. Oh yeah, because they're fungus, yeah. They love the Commissar Yarik so much, they have it out for Angron for killing him. They are on King Von Tywin when it comes to Since orcs are fungi, they should have thousands of genders, since earth fungus have over 23k genders. Oh, they wouldn't follow him because he's not green? Oh yeah, you got me there. You got me there. I thought, you know, you strong, you good, you more powerful, we follow. You know, I thought that would work. I thought.
They are a brutal Ouroboros doomed to an endless war cycle, but to an orc, why does it matter? If they fight and they win, they win. If they fight and they die, it was a good fight. Now that the Xenos armies are growing in strength and more are threatening the safety of the Imperium, they need to bring new methods in order to handle what they are currently facing. The Emperor is on the Golden Throne. Half the Space Marines are traitor and they are beset from enemies within and without. So now the Lords on Terra must prepare for anything possible and sometimes the impossible. For that, they take to the stars to explore and expand. They recruit assassins for priority eliminations. They train a galactic police force and a secret police to root out any and all heresy. The lesser known yet most feared.
Wait, agents of the Imperium. Okay. Oh, some orcs were doing repairs on a spacecraft outside the hull with no suits. Another orc told them they couldn't breathe in space and then suffocate. So since they didn't know they couldn't breathe in the air, they were still breathing in the space. But after someone told them they couldn't breathe, they died. That is insane. So it's like, it's good to be dumb. Oh my God, I feel so accepted. Oh my God, that's insane. The problem with fighting with orcs is after the fight, they still want to fight. And well, you're right there. Oh, they're so fight hungry. Oh, okay, yeah, that's like too much. That's too much. I mean, do they take breaks? Like, do they take, like, you know, the British? Don't they go to the pub or something? Not every time you need to fight. Breaks, no? Yeesh. Okay, that makes sense. Now we have the agents of the Imperium. I think if we get these two videos edited, I will try my best to go through the entire video and have chapters for YouTube, so that way you guys can navigate it, you know, easily. Like, in case anyone wants to like skip to their favorite faction that they want to see how I react to, that would be good. So yeah, good idea, Chrome. That would be really useful. Okay, agents of the Imperium.
I carry with me an inquisitorial seal. It is a small, unassuming object contained in a neat box of Pluvian obsidian. It is a modest thing, relatively plain, adorned with a single motif and a simple motto. Yet with this little object, I can sign the death warrant of an entire world and consign 1 billion souls to oblivion. Where the Imperium may see its justice dealt out by the hands of its armies and the gauntlets of its Astartes, when one needs eyes, ears, or both cut out, it looks to the agents of the Imperium. In a meta sense, these agents are a homogenized version of multiple factions from the original video.
Gentrified Bricky. They gentrified Bricky. I really like Bricky's editor. I would love to follow them if they have Twitter or something.
5 years ago. They comprise multiple aspects of the wide and all-encompassing armies of humanity and serve different roles. Whether it be the law enforcers of the Adeptus Arbites, the void-faring explorers of rogue traders, the invisible hand of the Assassinorum, or the hospitality of the Emperor's Inquisition, each has a part to play in the God Emperor's domain. Rogue traders are a great example of a somewhat undiscussed part of the Imperium, its nobility. While you may see the General Imperium as a totalitarian hellscape, because it is, this is to those under the boot of the nobles that run it. Rogue traders are a special kind of explorer, and their existence is extremely important to the function of the Imperium. A rogue trader is often an extremely special individual and is given the monumentally sized warrant of trade, allowing them to be given almost complete and utter freedom. Their task is simply to chart the uncharted, learn the unlearned, and do whatever they can as an explorer and conquistador for those back on Terra. This information is
The Spanish meme. The Spanish meme.
strictly speaking, invaluable. Whether a sector can be settled and colonies built, or precious rare resources exist on a floating asteroid can be mined, or a long-lost imperial world from the Age of Strife is recovered, it's all absolutely imperative.
Wait, where is this animation from? Does Warhammer has like a series apart from Secret Level and the YouTube video of Astartes? Do they have a series? I would so or is this from the video game? Like, I would so love to watch this, though. This looks cool. Several fan animations. Oh, this is from the trailer of the Rogue Trader from the video game. Okay. Warhammer Plus has a bunch. This is Hammer and Bolter. It's part of the game then. Okay, thank you.
Are faster than any other kind of Imperial armada, and therefore chart the direction of the entire society. Because of this, rogue traders are given a substantial amount of freedom. They have a ship and a crew of specialists, and can do things that would see any normal person shot. They can barter deals and even recruit Xenos races. They can explore areas strictly prohibited, and they can earn a vast amount of wealth and riches in doing so. This tends to make rogue traders a very long lineage, and their heirs take up the mantle of their house. By being explorers, they become fabulously wealthy, and some can become quite the assholes while doing so. But truly, much like a night pilot, a rogue trader is an exceptionally rich individual who can back it up. They are master swordsmen, explorers, merchants, settlers, diplomats, and everything in between.
Oh my god!
They chart a course and they set the grounds, which means they will need someone to defend them, and
that would mean the rogue traders are kind of the elite humans. You know, like the elite humans, really smart. They know a bunch of arts and skills. They are, right? Yes, they are the nobility. Oh yeah, true. He did say noble.
the prime choice for that can be
No, but I meant like, there's like fat nobles that don't do anything. No, I'm talking about elite. These ones actually do stuff and they know stuff. That's what I meant. Like, not the type of nobles that just stay in their castle, not doing anything and, torturing other people. Yes, elite bloodline type thing. Okay.
Adeptus Arbites. Now, the Arbites are cops, Judge Dredd-style cops, as their inspiration clearly shows. Each planet will have their own members of local law enforcement, and most of them will settle many of the issues there and then. But when something requires a far more in-depth peacekeeping force, the Adeptus Arbites are brought in. Think local police versus the FBI. Arbitrators in the Arbites tend to focus heavily on stopping crime before it can become too much of a threat. A criminal gang or heretical uprising can be subdued quickly and efficiently by utilizing them and dealing with soon-to-be criminals, as they put it. They will tap into communications, create spy networks, do interrogations and sabotage, anything that helps the good of the Imperium and the law they seek to preserve. The Code of the Arbites is laid out entirely via the Book of Judgment, a gigantic library of pages showing every single law from every single High Lord of Terra in the history of the Imperium. Because the Imperium is so vast, hundreds of laws are added every single day, and the library continues to grow with more and more laws and judgments. While Arbites themselves—
Wait, then how is someone supposed to keep up though? Like, I could unintentionally do something against the law. Like, how am I supposed to keep up with all these rules? That is kind of insane though. That's like too much. They don't. Yeah, exactly. So they can literally just, I don't know, incriminate someone for being a heretic. You know, it's literally impossible to know all these rules. That's crazy. You think they care? Damn. Oh, sorry. Dark Tide, my beloved. Oh, I do have the game.
carry a small version called—
I haven't played it yet though. I have Dark Tide, Vermintide. I have played Space Marine 2 with, you know, with the community. But I haven't played Vermintide and Dark Tide yet.
Book of law on their person. This does end up creating a system where the unjustly prosecuted will never escape their prisons. If an innocent is wrongly convicted, any form of legal counsel will need to go through the Book of Judgment to help them out. Often these prisoners require hundreds of years of litigation in which they will eventually expire before they can be deemed wrongly convicted.
Oh my god, literally what I just said. Like, if someone accuses you of something you didn't clearly do, even the judges would be too lazy to go through the freaking, you know, the rules to check if you actually, you know, committed what they're accusing you of. That's so fucked up. This is actually fucked up.
Innocence is irrelevant. You have been judged guilty of transgressing the Lex Imperialis. Do not compound
The
your
gang
guilt.
war in a hive city gets so out of hand that the tides are affected. Typically that is when the arbitrators step in. And if they're coming for you personally, you are in unbelievably deep shit.
Yeah, the Empire's bureaucracy is immense and slow. No one says the Imperium is nice. I mean, from the impression I got from the Imperial Guards, you know, the Imperial Knights, I thought they were really, really cool. I still think they're really cool, but ugh.
By evading punishment, as there are greater crimes, so are there greater sentences. Of course, should something go out of the hands of the Adeptus Arbites, there is always the silent hand of the Officio Assassinorum to take their place. Naturally, the Imperium has assassins, and these assassins are sent to dispatch important figures that would not normally be handled by simply sending waves and waves of guardsmen at it. The Assassinorum is headed by the Grand Master of the Assassinorum, who is a High Lord of Terra and perhaps the shadiest individual in the entire galaxy. At his disposal are multiple types of assassins that all specialize in various things. Their training is extreme and absurd. Aspirant children are often subjected to Hunger Games style combat with each other on the ride over to the temple. Then you get low gravity, high pressure, traps, horrendous physical and mental strain, and everything in between. Then their minds are wiped completely and the real fun begins. An Imperial assassin is nothing to mess around with. They are some of the fastest moving and hardest hitting things the Imperium has at hand.
What the? I thought the elders were crazy. These ones, no, this is insane. You know what? I shouldn't even think there's a nice place in Warhammer. Because in my head, I'm thinking, you know, there has to be some good, you know, maybe the Salamanders. I like the Salamanders, but I don't really know much about their lore. Maybe they're nice. Please don't tell me they're not nice. Maybe, you know, maybe I will hear some wholesome, nice, friendly environments. Yeah, right, chat? A plea of innocence is guilty of wasting my time. Yeah. That is the Eversor. He carries a nuclear bomb with him and he's full of all drugs. Oh.
And can go toe-to-toe with Space Marines depending on which temple they are from. Some, like the Vindicares, are master snipers who lie in wait for weeks, days, or even months just to get the perfect headshot from 5 kilometers away and disappear. The Calidus Temple are masters of shape-shifting and take a drug that allows them to transmute their body into whatever they see fit. A confidant of a target may be killed and they will take their place before killing their target outright. Or they could shift into a member of a Chaos Warband with symbols and flesh and all that to earn the trust of a cult leader before slitting their throat. The Caluxus Assassin is a psychic blank, a soulless mutation, making them appear as uneasy to normal humans and downright disgusting to psychers.
Oh my god!
When a powerful psyker is causing issues, this is who you send. Their specialized helmet enhances their already latent powers and will allow them to all but drain the souls from those they touch and their very body. It is an extreme weapon used when a direct form of pressure must be
But the
applied
trial
to an
motto
other.
of the Inquisition, basically the FBI's innocence proves nothing.
So you cooked as long as they have you in the radar is GG. Actually, there's nothing you can do. Oh my god, I feel like if I was alive in this, no, I don't even want to think about it. No, I'm good. I don't even want to think about it. No.
Otherwise untouchable psyker. Now, if you needed direct pressure in a more literal way, the Eversor is for you. A drugged up comatose psychopath that is directly dropped on enemy lines and allowed to wreak havoc, killing anything and everything it sees in a blaze of movement and blood before it inevitably dies and causes a plasma explosion on its demise. There are other temples as well. The Vanus Temple acting as sort of like a cyber hacker. The Venom Temple specializing in poisons. But all in all, assassins move with their skin-tight body gloves with a speed unmatched and force unexpected. One of the best assassin novels puts a Vindicare, Calidus, and Vanus to infiltrate a night world, kill the High Monarch of the Night, who is permanently stuck in his giant robot knight, install a new ruler in his stead, and make sure nobody knows the Imperium did it. Their missions are insanity, and their tasks impossible, and they do it anyway. Thus is the power the Assassinorum wields. We do not determine the guilty, we do not decide the punishment. We are merely the cold instrument of the Emperor's vengeance. There is no form of death unknown to us. There is no form of terror beyond our means. There is no enemy outside our reach. We are the blade that hovers over the throat of the traitor. We are the bullet that awaits the heretic's skull. We are the poison in the throat of the alien. However, despite the prowess of the traitor...
So this is who you guys would send after me for saying such heretic things? Whoa, okay, I'm going to be careful from now on, okay? Chill. Chill. Okay, I'm no longer going to say anything heretic anymore. I'm good.
The police and the assassins, there is one that stands above all. As the Imperium settled into its post-Emperor world, they needed a force to root out corruption wherever it could be found. But they needed specialized individuals who could do so. Men and women who would serve as detective and executioner. This new secret police would have unlimited authority, and they would be known as the Inquisition. Inquisitors of the Inquisition are one of the most feared individuals in all of the galaxy for the common members of humanity. Trained in the most difficult of conditions and mental hardening, they have long closed their minds to the compassions of those they deem guilty. Inquisitors are, for the most part, detectives, but they are detectives whose authority is unmatched and actions justified by the state itself. Similar to the KGB, the Gestapo, the Stasi, the OVRA, but unlike those organizations, the Inquisition has far more authority and is one of the only types of individuals who can commit exterminatus, the term used for the utter and total destruction of a planet that is no longer deemed usable by the Imperium. While it is a very exciting word and a commonly notable thing done in Warhammer, exterminatus is not actually used particularly often. It's a last resort entirely meant to stop the enemy from gaining a major foothold or spread even more corruption.
Okay.
Even with a million worlds, the wholesale slaughter of an entire planet is still a massive blow to the Imperium. Inquisitors range quite a bit, not just in how they operate, but also in their personalities. They are often main characters for a large amount of books, as detective noir is a great genre, and they can be the most stone-cold killer or a pragmatic and sympathetic individual depending on who they are. Radical Inquisitors may
Oh my god, I think the Inquisitors are actually really, really cool though. I am liking what I'm hearing. I think they're actually really cool. Like even their designs, their armor, it looks really, really nice. I like it.
utilize methods unlike most of the Imperium, such as alien tech or even demon hosts, where Puritans stick closer to the methods of the religious state and shun any deviations. They also specialize in various aspects, as the Inquisition has orders or ordos, such as Xenos for aliens, Malleus for demons, and Hereticus for, you guessed it. Truly, if you are a normal citizen of the Imperium, a person flashing an inquisitorial rosette in front of you may be one of the most terrifying moments of your entire life.
Oh
It
my
is the same as an
God.
FBI badge or a KGB member, except now you're in Warhammer. So, their authority and tools are infinite. Agents of the Imperium are vast and offer a ton of different concepts to the world of Warhammer, and they continue to expand as the Emperor's descent into the Golden Throne has lasting effects on humanity. As time progressed, a few people seeing the Emperor as a deity made their voices louder, and over a few thousand years, worship of the Emperor was not only considered expected, but state mandated. This church will be known as the
Wait, state mandated worship of the emperor, but that's literally against the rules. Wouldn't that be heresy? Why would they allow it? Why would the state allow it? That doesn't make sense. The stench of suspicion never truly wanes unless you're a heretic or have ever been related to a heretic. Oh, Nila, you gotta read the Warhammer books. You really? Oh, I don't like reading. If it's like a audiobook, then sure. But if it's me sitting down and reading, I'm sorry to disappoint. I can't. If he has pictures in it, maybe. But if it's just no. What if Henry Cavill reads it to you? I love reading. I definitely do read a lot. I'm very, very knowledgeable in books.
ecclesiarchy, and there were many who would look to the cardinal position and make desperate grabs at their power, leaving horrid effects on the populace. The age of apostasy was a time of reformation in the Imperium that saw its eventual change into an overtly religious empire. During this time,
The emperor no longer ruled. He was stuck on the golden throne for 10k years. Yeah, but he's still there though. That's the thing. I thought since he's still there, they were still following, his law, his rules. But I guess not. Okay. Big E even deleted the planet for trying to worship him as a god. Yeah, that's why I was kind of surprised to see that worshiping Big E is state mandated. He can't really communicate. Oh, so did someone lie and say Big E is okay with being worshipped? Well, he can't speak, so things got carried away. Okay, that means someone lied. He's basically the galaxy's most powerful potato battery. Oh, hello, Clever, welcome in. The corrupt Time Lords now rule. They lied then. Okay.
all-female warrior cult to the Emperor called the Daughters of the Emperor were a bit more isolated from the wider Imperium. However, as the ecclesiarchy began to take root, one Goj Van Dyer became the High Lord of the Administratum and noticed these warriors and felt they could be useful to him. Goj himself told these warriors that he was the voice of the Emperor himself and demanded they...
Yeah, he lied. He lied. They probably believed him. Wait, my bad. He's the imposter here. What do you mean you can hear Big E's voice? He's lying. The most evil name possible. Oh, you guys really don't like him. Goj Van Der was the worst. Oh my, wow, you guys don't like him. You should react to if the Emperor had a TTS device. That's actually a video? Sure, we can react to that.
Fire upon him to prove it. Having a little hidden force field that this warrior Cole had never seen before, the bullet bounced off of him and showing him to be unharmed, truly blessed by the Emperor. This cult became known as the Brides of the Emperor and acted as his personal
Corrupt religious
bodyguards
people.
and
Surprised Pikachu face.
aides. However, Doge Van Dyer was a tyrant and his horrendous...
You guys call him Doge Van Dyer? Really? Instead of God? Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, I want to hear that. I want to see this again.
This cult became known as the Brides of the Emperor and acted as his personal bodyguards and aides. However, Doge Van Dyer was a tyrant, and his horrendous reign spelt ruination for the wider Imperium, which made the Adeptus Custodes take notice. Despite an outright coup and revolt against him, the deadlock was getting steep as the Brides of the Emperor's fierce combat skills kept him safe. One custodian made contact with the leader of the Brides and brought her into the throne room of the Emperor himself. Nobody knows what transpired in that room, save for Alicia Dominica, the custodian, and the Emperor himself. However, she left the room with her hair bleached pure white from the interaction, marched her battle brides directly to Van Dyer himself and said, "You have committed the ultimate heresy. Not only have you turned your back on the Emperor and stepped from his light, you have profaned his name and almost destroyed everything he has striven to build. You have perverted and twisted the path he has laid for mankind to tread. As your decrees have stated, there can be no mercy for such a crime, no pity for such a criminal. I renounce your lordship. You walk in the darkness and cannot be allowed to live. Your sentence has been long overdue, and it is now time for you to die." Despite not having any time to die, Doge Van Dyer found some time to do so. With his head lopped clean from his body, the Brides of the Emperor were no more, and the Ecclesiarchy signed a document to stop Van Dyer's reign from happening again. They would no longer be allowed to have men under arms. Men.
But women? What the hell? Aduta sororitas? What does he say? I can't see it. Bricky. I don't know what's behind your head. Okay, I didn't understand though. Since now the brides are no longer under Doge, what do they do? Do they just go to different places? Or do they just, I don't know, disappear in the wind? Oh, they became Sisters of Battle. Okay, they became the Sisters of Battle then. Oh, Adeptus Sororitas means Sisters of Battle. Thank you. Okay. Neela also meets the Emperor. Yeah, see, like I told you guys, that's why my hair is white. You guys just never listen to me. I know what the Emperor wants. Okay, wait. Before you guys send the Inquisition to me, wait. Watch the video.
The Adeptus Sororitas, or commonly known as the Sisters of Battle, the nuns with guns, the fighting force of the church. Despite being the main militant faction, the Sisters of Battle, their organization actually is far more diverse than this and have many more nun-based roles for their members. They are organized by various orders with various specialties in mind, such as the non-militant orders like the Hospitaller, Dialogus, and Familius, including things like helping with surgical equipment and various other medical stuff, Duolingo, and a poli-sci degree. These orders are further separated into smaller orders in an almost Space Marine chapter sense, but tend to have more flexibility due to the nature of their work. And in addition to that, there is flexibility between the orders. It is not uncommon for a member of one of the more battle-hardened orders to switch to a more passive one once they've sustained battlefield injuries or are a bit closer to retirement. As mentioned before, the Sisters of Battle are a part of their own separate organization, the Order's Militant, and feature the highest number of any given sister. They are the official fighting force of the ecclesiarchy, and they specialize in wars of faith.
I don't understand. Bricky has said this before. What does ecclesiarchy mean? I'm sure it's related to the church, but I don't know what that is. I don't know what ecclesiarchy means. Oh, it just means church. Oh, okay. Oh my god, it was lagging my brain so much. Thank you.
Unlike the deployment of Astartes and Guardsmen, the Sisters of Battle are often deployed with members of the Inquisitorial Ordo Hereticus due to the holy war nature of their battles. The Sisters of Battle are suited up with their own form of specialized power armor that gives them almost like a Joan of Arc vibe to the battlefield. Though lacking the more extreme modifications of a Space Marine's power armor, mainly to the fact that Sisters are, for the most part, regular humans, the power armor of a Sister of Battle almost matches the defensive power of an Astartes, but with added flexibility and versatility in exchange for strength. Some of the patterns of armor do allow for the enhancing of genetics, but this is far from the norm. This, combined with an arsenal of tanks and vehicles that have literal church organ rocket launchers on them, really brings across the holy war vibe in a gothic manner. Accompanying a Sister of Battle in the fields of war is the holy trinity of weaponry: the bolter, the flamer, and the melter. With such a simple loadout, the Sisters of Battle are able to bring down—
Is the melter the one that uses like electric force? Is that the one? I think I've seen it in Space Marine 2. Is that the melter? The Sisters yell 40k for me with the aesthetic. To be honest, I like them. I'm liking what I'm hearing. No, oh, then what is the melt? Oh, fire! The melter is a fire. Okay, it's the flamethrower. Okay. Pipe organ rocket launchers. Sister generally seen the Astartes as mutants. Oh, okay. I think it might be. No, chat is saying that the melter is the anti-tank flamethrower. Yeah, anti-tank flamethrower. Okay.
The glorious flames of the Emperor himself, and his holy light shines on them in other ways during a conflict. Hell, even their jump packs evoke angelic imagery as opposed to the more clunky jetpacks, ones that Space Marines have. In times of great turmoil or impossibility, a living saint of the sororitas itself might appear on the battlefield surrounded by a litany of doves and cherubs, an almost comical scene of holy glory.
A litany of doves and cherubams? Okay, what are they? Oh, wait, the doves and cherubs are the small baby, flying thingies that are around them? Is that what they are? Is that what he means by the cherubs? Flamers are normal flamethrowers. Melter is a flamethrower shotgun. Okay, yeah, it's the baby, the lobotomized. Yeah, true. Lobotomized robo babies, yes. Because I know cherub is the angels, the baby form of an angel. Okay.
Followed by literal hellfire. The Sisters are a fascinating organization because they take what is normally seen as a benevolent force and turn it on its head to be a horrifying method of war. Because the Sisters are so zealous, they are nigh impossible to persuade and almost never fall to chaos. In fact, any deviation from the Imperial faith may see you killed outright as you are deemed a heretic, and sometimes Sisters have even less patience than the Inquisition does. To the Adeptus Sororitas, no punishment is too extreme for blasphemy and heretical behavior, whether it's lobotomizing traitors to use as shock troops or attaching them physically to agonizing pain engines so they can die for the Emperor.
I will moderate to this concept. What the hell?
Thing goes. The most fascinating part of the Sisters, however, is their faith. We discussed how orcs often make things happen through belief because of their sheer number of them.
Yeah.
The Sisters create miracles where they walk. They are not many psychers like orcs, but they are excessively devout and make up for that. Bullets barely miss targets they absolutely should hit. Guns jam, tanks malfunction, enemies slip and fall. The scene from Pulp Fiction is an accurate portrayal of what happens when the Sisters fight.
I'd knock that shit off if I was you.
Die, you motherfucker!
Whoa! Wait, so because of their fates, they're invincible? Really? Oh my god, I feel like I'm seeing a lot of as long as you have faith or as long as you believe it becomes reality. That's insane. Their holy stats are 150% higher than normal. Jeez. Yeah, these girls are genuinely insane. That is crazy. Closest thing to female orcs? I mean, with the way they are so devoted to fate, kinda yeah. Not really, just kind of a lot of luck. Oh, okay, so it does, you know, the bullets do attack them at some points. Not invincible, just unnaturally lucky. Oh, but much harder to kill or hurt. Kinda, they can sometimes make enemy weapons malfunction or heal wounds with fate alone. Okay, so they're just extremely lucky, okay.
One of the most prominent figures is the Triumph of St. Catherine, a literal open casket with the same.
Dude, should I get a fan art of me in this suit? I feel like it would look really cool. I think it would look really cool. Maybe in the future.
Order, held aloft by lobotomized servant cherubs and protected by bodyguards of the faithful. The devotion to the emperor swells so strong that acts of faith are made manifest, and sometimes angels themselves. When the sisters go to war, they have thundering organs and litanies screeching out into the battlefield, hymns and songs. They rabble off prayers on their lips and burn holy fire across the area. They spray holy water down from horns atop their vehicles. It is a genuine holy war, a procession of death. Saint Celestine is an undying deity, arriving precisely where she is needed and returning to the fold after each death. When she dies, she sees a crying young girl atop a mountain of bones. Her bones, after every one of her deaths. She climbs this mountain every time to help comfort this crying child and is rebirthed upon the battlefield. And one day, her deaths will create a mountain so large that even she will not be able to traverse it. Is she a demon of the god emperor? Perhaps, but she'll be shot for saying so. She is genuinely and literally faith made manifest. Some sisters may make a mistake, however, and find themselves questioning their faith, disobeying a command, and even leaving their order. These sisters are sent for reconditioning and are known as the Sisters Repentia. They generally face the front of the line head on and seek.
Oh, so the heretic sisters of battle they use as meat shield first, then to kind of like repent for, you know, disobeying others or not believing. Did I understand that correctly? Dude, it looks really cool though. So you, oi, relax now. Yo, not me. Totally not a demon princess, wink wink. Could be a demon princess. That's where you belong. What? I am not part of this one. Malise Nila Skin when you want me in this out. It looks really cool. I would actually do this in the future.
Retribution and forgiveness from the emperor himself. Though their actions were heretical, repentia on the fields of battle is an
Oh, some join willingly. Oh, it's voluntary. The ones who doubt, disobey, or anything else, yeah? Wow, okay.
indication of an individual wanting to become forgiven. They run aloft with torture devices attached to their bodies and a chain sword the size of their body, completely armored.
Oh wait, there's this thingy in the church, I think like back in the days, where if you were a priest or not, you don't really have to be a priest though, but if you were committing sin, all you had to do was just use like this whip, and then you like whip your back with it until you're bleeding to kind of like show you're repenting or like asking for, I've forgotten the name in English. I know there's a word. Oh yeah, flagellation. Thank you. So it's kind of technically like this though, since they have the whole torture thingy on them. So it's to like show they are repenting for their sins. You know? Like, yeah, self-torture for repentance. Yeah. Yeah, flagellation. That's what it reminded me of. Yeah.
To determine if this is how they die or if the Emperor will forgive them. Even the most famous champion of the sisters, that Saint Celestine, was a repentia. Even she questioned her faith. And if she can do it, so can you. Just don't run away again. They don't really do third chances. The Sisters of Battle are martyrdom-enthused zealots that create miracles in their tread. Their devotion is boundless and also a direct source of their power. A whole army of power-armored soldiers shooting, burning, and melting all in their path is bad enough, but it enters a whole different level when God is on your side. By bolter shell, flamer burst, and melta blast, the mutant, the heretic, and the traitor alike are cleansed of their sin of existence. So has it been for 5 millennia, so shall it be until the end of time. The Imperium devolving into wars of faith is to push its agenda further. Where the xenophobic nature of humanity was once strong, it has now been magnified, and there are plenty of aliens in there.
Dude, the Sisters of Battle, I do like them a lot. I feel like this is like going to be one of my top 3 factions. I do think they're really, really cool. I like them.
This galaxy. 6,000 years prior to the current events of 40K, a planet was found by an AdMech exploration vessel. The life forms on the planet were seen using tools, but they were still very primitive, so the planet was marked for destruction to pave the way for the Imperial war machine. However, this was thrown off because of an extreme warp storm and that whole Doge Van Dyer thing. Flash forward to modern day, and an unknown but highly advanced vessel was shot down near an Imperial mining world, and the bodies on this vessel matched those life forms found on that primitive world. The native creatures on that planet were able to evolve rapidly due to them being unobstructed, and their highly advanced gear posed a new threat to the Imperium. Advancing over these years with a remarkable speed, these are the new upstarts in the galaxy, looking to make a name for themselves, all in the name of the greater good. These are
the Tau Empire. Oh, wow. Wait. Ew, Tau? Wait, why? Why ew? Whoa, yeah, baby. Okay. I'm seeing some mixed reactions here. The weebs. What do you mean the weebs? What the Hawk Tau? Oh my god. Glory to Commander Farsight. Victory for the Enclaves. The weebs. Okay, wait. Let me see who these Tau are. Let me see. Tau hate is like a rite of passage for Warhammer fans. Oh my. They better have done something really horrible for you guys to hate them, though. Okay.
The alien is not intrinsically evil. Do not hate him. Pity him.
Okay, just the first sentence alone, I understand. Just the first sentence, I can see why you guys don't like them. Okay. I see.
Him his ignorance. Seek to understand his differences and acquaint him with his inadequacies. Only then will he accept his place in the greater good. The early history of the Tau is chaotic at best. Due to their extreme speed run to space travel, their journey to the stars were overburdened with inner conflict. It wasn't until the appearance of the Ethereals that things began to settle. These Tau to the warring tribes marked their unification under one common belief, the greater good of the Tau Va.
What about the greater good?
The greater good.
How can this be for the greater good?
The greater good.
This system is a text-based system that seeks to unify and organize the Tau into an effective and successful society while working for their mutual benefit. These castes, in order from lowest to highest.
What the hell? That's good. That's actually good. I'm not seeing anything bad here. I'm actually liking what I'm hearing. Their armor mech designs are cool, but Taus are ugly. Yeah, the alien faces are kind of... Uh-oh. Wait. I might see something bad.
Are the fire or shas caste, which is soldiers, earth/theo, which is manufacturers and industrialists, the water or kor, being diplomats and traders, and the air/kor, being navy officers.
Okay.
Also the ethereal/un, which is the lords and leaders of the Tau. Now, unlike the paths of the Eldar, the Tau don't get any say into which caste they're in. It's determined upon birth due to inheritance from a parent. Trying to deviate from your caste or trying to do tasks or even use tools assigned to another caste is a grievous crime against the ethereals, and those guilty of this crime tend to be sent to re-education camps, which sounds not so greater good, but a greater good than the good that the Imperium sees as greater. The guidance of the greater good also encourages the growth of the Empire through the absorption of other races and cultures. The expansion of the Tau Empire is split into spheres of time. So far, there have been 5 spheres of expansion, with a 6th one being planned in the current timeline. The first 2 spheres saw the Tau move beyond their homeworld and settle new planetary systems, known as seps, and absorb multiple races into their ranks. But the 3rd sphere is where we see the Tau interact with the Imperium for the first time.
Okay.
Which went about as well as you think it did. The Tau, as mentioned before, are highly advanced compared to some of the other species in the galaxy, and their military tactics are highly precise. Instead of the Imperial methodology of throwing everything at a problem, the Tau carefully assess any battle and take as many precautions as possible. Commonly, you will see a Tau warrior in a heavily modified battle suit with advanced targeting systems. The Tau do not often consider close combat to be something very effective, so they don't really put much stock into it. Their Gundam-like battlesuits have a multitude of functionality, ranging from overwhelming firepower.
So they're basically strategists then. That's actually really smart. That's actually a good thing. Instead of like wasting, resources, you take a step back and think of a strategy. It's entertaining when they discover the horrors of the 40k universe, given how utopia they are in comparison to. The Tau thought they killed the Emperor after managing to kill a single Space Marine. Oh, wait. He hasn't mentioned it yet. Hate come from the tabletop game. Imagine a PvP game full of mostly melee classes with limited range. The Tau would be a sniper. Imagine how annoying it would be to deal with that. Oh, okay.
To stealth-based combat, and since they're an upstart species with a bit of technical flair, they have plenty of AI drones that help them in the field of battle. In addition to this, the Tau are also joined in the field of battle by some of the species that have been absorbed into the fold of the greater good. These auxiliaries often employ tactics that the Tau are unable to do on their end, such as the brute force and almost primitive nature of the Kroot, combined with the Geonosian aerial shock attack style of the Vestments. But the Tau assimilate more and more species with time, including even some humans who wish to break off from the Imperium for pick a reason. The aesthetic of the Tau also leans a bit more into the East Asian sci-fi aesthetics. The large mech suits definitely evoke that Gundam look, but the general garb of their higher-ups kind of create that motif, and they often have accents in the games that they are in. But while Tau are looked at as Gundam mech faction by some, others enjoy them for the full coalition of aliens. One of my favorite images in Warhammer is this.
Oh, the full coalition of aliens. So like they're trying to make more aliens come together as one? Is that what he means? They fight smart and they have very advanced tech, but the humans simply have way more of everything, and humanity are not quite as restrained when it comes to collateral damage.
Also worth mentioning, the Tau themselves are not psychers and have no psychic presence in the warp. However, they've assimilated many species that are more psychically sensitive. Those species' faith in the greater good may have inadvertently created a new god in the warp.
Okay. Oh, hello, Naistro. Welcome in. Hello. The best explanation I've seen of the Tau is that they're still on the upswing of the Empire. They haven't fallen yet. So they're the Star Trek Federation. I feel like that's a good comparison. Yeah, Frosty, I think that's a good comparison.
This official artwork by Games Workshop. Now, not a single one of these aliens are a faction in Warhammer, and yet they all are different species that do exist in this universe. The Milky Way galaxy is vast, and while the Imperium and many others exterminate what they can find, the Tau will assimilate those that can be assimilated. The crew and Vespids we already discussed, and the humans and also Votan will join them at times, but you also have the Galg, the Nikasar, the Vorg, the Thraxian, the Terrellian, Greet, Domati, and many others. Some of these are just one-off lines, and some are major players in the civilization. The Nikasar are, for lack of a better word, gigantic psychic polar bears with bird-like faces. The Tau have psychic bears, and the fact I haven't seen this is a crime. The Tau as a culture are generally...
Do we know what the Nikasar look like? Like, is there maybe artwork of what they look like? Probably. If you played Mass Effect and only chose Alien Romance options, congratulations, you're a Tau fan. Okay, then that means I'm not a Tau fan. That means I'm not a Tau fan. Oh my god. Any faction in 40k could easily wipe out Tau, but everyone is too busy to bother to do so. Yeah, Bricky said in the beginning that they just kind of like left them to do their own thing. The Tau thought the Titans were Imperial propaganda. Okay, then the trenches started working towards the Tau battle lines and they learned it was not in fact propaganda. Okay.
Marred by the various issues that advance.
We've finally gotten a Tyrellian model, by the way, not for Tau, but for Chaos Marines, but I'll take it. Oh, wait, but I did ask the question though. Do we know what the Nikasar look like? So she's racist? I'm not racist. I'm not. Sadly, not an official art for that. Oh, that would be really cool. I feel like that would be really cool. No, only the book description. Okay.
Civilization would have in an unadvanced galaxy. They do not travel through the warp because of the insane dangers, but instead use a more classic FTL jump. However, because they aren't going through hell, it makes them a lot slower than many other races. The Imperium might surf through hell and lose a few ships, but they will get there first. Often they will take enormous cannons and weaponry and defeat their foes before they can even close the gap. One of their light walkers carried a weapon of lethal effect. It fired a form of ultra-high velocity projectile. I saw one of our tanks after being hit by it. There was a small hole punched in either flank. One, the projectile's entry point, the other its exit. The tiny munition had passed through the vehicle with such speed that everything within the hole not welded down had been sucked out through the exit hole, including the crew. We never identified their bodies, for all that remained of them was a red stain upon the ground, extending some 20 meters from the wreck. The fascination of the Tau is that in any other modern day world, their society would be horrid. Rigid caste systems, corruption, and politicking ethereals, and basically it's the greater good or nothing at all. But in the world of Warhammer, the simple fact that humans are accepted into their sphere should they please already puts them far and above the other races that would murder or eat them. But despite this, the existential dread that is the Tau Empire is ever so apparent. Despite being hyper advanced and welcoming a coalition of aliens, they are the upstarts, and they are painfully outnumbered on all sides. Almost any other faction in the universe, given the right amount of force, can wipe out the Tau Empire from existence. They themselves might not be perfect, but their slight glimmer of hope is exactly that, a glimmer in a dark and crushing galaxy. Of course, nobody dares take the attempt to destroy the Tau Empire, because doing so is an enormous amount of resources, and for the same reason why
so they're just keeping them alive because of what they can offer. Literally, if the Tau Empire was kind of useless, they would have been wiped out by now. When the Tau realized that abnormally weak Space Marine was in fact a Primarch and not just a Space Marine. Tau got a existential crisis when they studied a defeated dreadnought and saw that the vehicle and pilots were more than 10,000 years old, older than the entire civilization. Oh my god. More like they aren't worth the time. It's more they're not kept alive, but it would weaken any faction to wipe them out. Oh. No, really, they know what the resources to do so. Oh my god, I feel offended. Like, what the hell? Really? I don't know, isn't that kind of mean? I mean, yes, they get to leave, but the fact that no one even feels like they're worth the resources to go attack, what the hell? Again, strategy plus advanced technology would make it very costly. Yeah, getting ignored, literally getting ignored. I sent the first video about the first contact with the tower in Discord if you want to watch it. Yeah, sure. Any videos you guys want me to watch, just put it there and I might watch it. I might react to it maybe on stream or offline. It's too much effort to wipe them out compared to what any faction would gain. Ah, time and resources and everything like that would be not worth it. Okay.
You don't full send your whole army to one person in a commander game of Magic. You open yourself up to player 2 and 3. But not to say it won't be a struggle. The Tau Empire, when prepared, are a vicious fighting force who might delete your formation before you even see them. But they lack numbers, and in the dark corners of the galaxy, something is coming that is entirely numbers.
Oh, Tyranids! These are the aliens everyone hates. Yeah, the bugs. Which channel? Oh, we have a React suggestion thread, and then we have the Warhammer channel. You can put any Warhammer video or stuff you think would be, cool for me to watch. Yeah. Okay, we have the Tyranids now.
There is a cancer eating at the Imperium. With each decade, it advances deeper, leaving drained, dead worlds in its wake. This horror, this abomination, has thought and purpose that functions on an unimaginable galactic scale, and all we can try to do is stop the swarms of bioengineer monsters it unleashes upon us by instinct. We have given the horror a name to salve our fears. We call it the Tyranid race. But if it is aware of us at all, it must only know us as prey.
Oh
the
my
conflicts
god.
of Warhammer 40k are chaotic enough with the sheer volume of violence that exists in the confines of the Milky Way. However, there is a threat to the galaxy that extends beyond our known galaxy that is creeping ever closer and cannot be negotiated with. What drew them to the galaxy is unclear. It may have been the light of the Astronomicon itself, like a moth to a flame. It could have been a Xenos device detonated in the Horus Heresy. It could have been that they were done eating the Andromeda galaxy and they have come to take ours. Or they might be running from something far, far worse.
Oh, so we really do not know where the Tyranids come from? Like, they don't even know how they spawned or, like their origin? Really? The only race that can fight them and win are Necrons? Holy. When I first heard about the Tyranids, I thought they looked like dinosaurs. To be honest, they don't look like bugs to me, though. Everybody else is already at war. They could defeat the Tau if they committed, but doing so would mean taking losses at all the other fronts they're already fighting. Ah, okay. We only knew that they are not from this galaxy. Oh, the Tyranids don't communicate, so no. Wait, but the Tyranids do communicate with each other. How come we didn't, I don't know, maybe like learn bug language in order to communicate with them? Or is it that they only just see anything that isn't a bug as food? Like they see us as just food. They are Shogat's mains? Get out! Oh my god! Oh, it's a hive mind. Wait, but it's a hive mind. That would mean, do they have like a queen or? Oh no, hive mind. Okay, so all of them are thinking the same. Okay. Food. It's a hive mind. They're all one mind. Okay.
Regardless of the why, the where, when it came to the first official contact with these creatures, was the planet of Tyran. This is the site where the Imperium encountered a fleet of these creatures before being utterly torn to shreds. Thus, these creatures became known as the Tyranids. There is plenty of evidence that the Tyranids have been lurking in our galaxy for years beforehand, but this was the first true instance of their presence being fully known. Unlike other creatures in the realm of 40k that can be talked to, captured, or negotiated with, the Tyranids are unable to be reasoned with. They are, at their core, animals, but not the fun kind of animals. They are the xenomorphs of 40k, and boy are they hungry. They are instinctively hardwired to either kill or be killed, and they are an unrelenting force due to this. However, just because they don't talk outwardly doesn't mean they don't communicate with one another. The true horror of the Tyranids is found in their driving force, the hive mind.
3, 2, 1.
Hot in here, my Nelly.
That's what I guessed. What?
You see, the Tyranids are a collective consciousness that are all connected to a singular embodiment of psychic power that is utterly incomprehensible to the human mind. To keep this connection there, the Tyranids on the field of battle are followed around by synapse creatures, essentially serving as their Bluetooth connection to the—
What does synapse mean? I don't know what that means. What does that English word mean? Synapse. Not all of them can connect to the hive mind over interstellar distances. They are like a network with certain nodes, like hive Tyranids, that connects them across vast distances. Okay. Oh, hope you enjoyed the 40k lore and have a great stream for the Emperor. Oh, thank you so much, Mike. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Brain connection. Oh, okay, the brain is talking. A synapse is a connection between neurons in the brain. Oh, okay.
greater hive mind. This allows them to send and receive information about the battle they're in, and it also allows them to adapt to certain situations based off of the information gained. Depending on the enemy, the swarm might be able to develop a new weapon or new tactics so they can get the upper hand. When the synapse connection is cut, they are unable to essentially form a save state and are stranded. The sheer power of the hive mind presence pours from each Tyranid in such a manner that it causes a distortion in the warp itself. A hive fleet's arrival can cause a dark shadow the size of several light years, coined the shadow in the warp. This
Jesus
shadow prevents any
Christ.
usage of the warp, or at least makes it exceptionally difficult. Communications shut down due to astropaths being unable to talk. Ships cannot freely enter the warp, and even creatures with a warp sensitivity feel an immense dread due to it. It causes everything to just kind of sit dead, like at a buffet counter waiting for the afternoon meal rush. The Tyranids meander through the galaxy in these gigantic hive fleets that are fueled by bioships, and these ships contain birthing pools for Tyranid armies and more ships. Everything about the Tyranids is organic, and to fuel this war machine, the Tyranids consume any and all biomass they come across and absorb it into their respective hive. From the ground to literally the air, the Tyranids strip a planet to a lifeless and uninhabitable hulk. As a means to curb the advancement of the Tyranids, the Imperium has been known to preemptively exterminatus worlds in the path of a hive fleet so that they have less biomass to consume in an attempt to starve them. The Halo method, literally scorched earth tactics by taking everything out of the freezer and lighting it on fire. Outside of the obvious threat and adaptive and unreasonable enemy posed on the field of battle, the most dangerous aspect of the Tyranids comes in the form of their general unpredictability.
Oh wait, but I do have a question though. Imagine a planet that has an infection of, well, not really an infection, but like a bunch of Tyranids in it. How would wouldn't it just be easier to just nuke the place, like the planets, and, you know, get rid of all the Tyranids? Because they don't really have ships to move around, so they're kind of just stuck there, no? Yeah, like you would just get rid of the planets, right? They do that, yeah. So wouldn't it be just better to look for places where the Tyranids are at and just call it a day? Yeah, delete them. They have ships. Oh, they do have ships. Oh, they do have ships. The ships are living organism made of flesh. Oh, okay. I don't know if Bricky mentioned it, but I didn't hear it. So they do have ships. Oops, my bad. Yeah.
The Tyranids are external to the Milky Way galaxy itself, and it's unknown where they truly hail from. However, their arrival in the Milky Way is seemingly random and in 3D space, implying quite heavily that Tyranids have the galaxy surrounded in some kind of way. Due to this, you will sometimes see instances of species engaged in a separate conflict, both agree to a temporary truce in order to take out a Tyranid threat. Because regardless of the stakes at hand, the existence of the Tyranids marks the heat death of the galaxy itself. And all the factions can ultimately agree that the Tyranids themselves act as the biggest threat to all.
They're like eating every single biomass. They're destroying the whole place. Okay, I understand why, they hate the Tyranids so much. It makes sense. It makes sense.
Tyranid race is truly an unknowable horde and pulls from that horror of the unknown. They, as a faction, are not ones with a large amount of general lore because their entire race is told from the point of view of those being eaten by them.
Oh my
Tyranids
god!
are called that due to the planet Tyran they destroyed, as we mentioned earlier, and their names are often phrases given to them by their victims. The Swarm Lord, Old One Eye, the Death, the vast psychic hive mind of the Tyranids, they are fiercely intelligent. Special poisons and items designed to counter them are adapted in a matter of hours. If you bring light infantry, they create heavy monsters. If you brought weapon emplacements, they spawn little creatures to scour your vents and sewers.
What?
Many of you enjoy.
Wait, would that mean... I think it would be really cool if there was a battle between the Tyranids and the Orcs. Has that ever happened before? Planets aren't unlimited. Yeah, they are very adaptive. Think of it like orcs. I just mentioned it. I just mentioned it. But replace imagination with biomass and that's it. Whoa, yes, and it was not cool. Who won? Who won? I recommend listening to what he will read now. You'll understand. Okay, I'm getting to it. Tyranids, what you eat literally. Yes, and it went really bad. Wait, the Tyranids won? Okay.
The Servitor excerpt from part 1, and so bear with me as I provide you another very long account of a planetary governor whose planet is in the final death throes of the Tyranid menace. This starts about halfway through. It has been many weeks since a handful of us escaped the sinking of the Sea Fort Divine Anchor via airlift. We have escaped in this manner because the Tyranids had overwhelmed so much of our world, they no longer appeared to need to continue spawning beasts for aerial supremacy. I shall never forget what I saw from my craft's portholes. Alien biostructures dominated Huto's surface. Gigantic, lumpen barnacles pumped out clouds of matter to further poison the planet alongside pulsating, brain-like nodes that resembled lethal fungi. Immense capillary towers stretched high into the poisoned sky. The glistening chitin coating their flanks crawled over by chains of lesser beasts fulfilling some sick alien purpose I cannot know. Digestion pools spread for miles, replacing our once great lakes with reservoirs of bubbling biomatter. Tides of creatures bloated with consumed flesh vomited their guts into the pools or threw themselves entirely into the billowous liquid. Amidst the sea...
Dude, how is Bricky playing a really nice music in the background and I'm listening to the most horrific thing ever? Like, the music doesn't fit it at all. It should be like a terrifying song playing right now. Oh, bye-bye, Nadia. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And safe journey back home, Frosty. Good job today at work. Because you need something to keep you sane. Oh my lord, that's insane.
Of feeder beasts consuming all in their path, we would every so often see an explosion or a burst of fire. Were these heroic final stands by other survivors, or merely abandoned ordnance detonating at random? I will never know. I cannot rejoice in the deaths they inflicted. The biomatter of the dead Xenos was surely recycled by the Xenos regardless in no time at all. Our aircraft ran out of fuel a week ago. Now I stand in the snow, not far from the peak of Mont Saint Hila. I am the only one left that I know. One by one, those with me perished. The slightest cut on a mountain rock resulted in an immediate infection that left the pilot screaming in agony. Her co-pilot fired the shot that ended her torture, and my senior aide threw himself from a ledge, the reality that there was no escape hitting him. I have no idea what happened to my chief medicae. Others were slain by lone beasts the rest of us were unable to kill or drive away. A justly deserved end will soon be mine. I have failed on every possible level. We were not even able to send word. An alien disease has me within its grasp. My limbs are numb. My tongue is dry as sand.
Oh my God.
Head throbs. Even at these chilled heights, I sweat profusely. From here where I sit, I can see the final death unfold on the planet entrusted to me. Before me is the Radarin Ocean. The water level is visibly dropping, hour by hour. They are even taking our seas.
Oh, they're
there are
drinking
enormous
it.
beasts with great, slowly flapping wings and immense open maws moving through the sky. I may be at high altitude, but the air is thinner here than it should be.
They're
I know
eating the
enough
air.
of mountaineering to know that. They will not even leave our air.
Oh my
There is an isthmus I
God.
can see, upon which is sat one of the Xenos capillary towers. Now I believe I can tell what they are truly for. High up, foul Xenos bioships cling to their flanks like twisted calves at their mother's udders. They are feasting, I am sure, hungrily filling themselves to burst on the hideous gruels that are what remains of my people. I have witnessed the planet's death from sinister start to hideous conclusion. I see the power of our foe, and though I have shown boundless weakness these past months, I do not see how we could ever have won. If this is any sort
my
of good news,
God.
it seems that one thing that might be an inadvertent repellent effect on the Tyranids is chaos. Chaos and chaotic energies offer no nourishment to the Tyranids. They cannot eat that. And the presence of rifts and warp storms work as a means to starve out the Tyranid fleet. The Tyranids, of course, are attempting to adapt to this, but it seems that even at the most primal core of
What if they find a way to eat, you know, the warp? Or like the energy in the warp? That would be really, really scary because that would be immense energy right there. Aldi, I recently found you through your YouTube reactions. Gobble's sonic compilation to be exact, and your accent is pretty. Oh, thank you so much, Sincerely Taco. Thank you so much. Today we're doing Warhammer lore video. Welcome, welcome. Have you reacted to Hell Switch yet? No, I haven't. I had like, oh my God, there was someone in the chat yesterday and the day before spamming that I should react to Hell's Reach. I'm not gonna lie, that makes me not want to react to it. Like, I've already said, if you have a video for me to react to, please just put it in the Discord and I might react to it, you know? If you're insisting I'm not going to watch it. Yeah, so please don't be too pushy, okay? If it happens, the universe is just dead. True. If they manage to eat the WAP, we're all dead. Yeah. Okay, stop typing WAP. They won't. It needs to be organic matter. Okay.
the galaxy itself, Chaos agrees that these dinner guests are not welcome in any way, shape, or bioform. In the end, though, the Tyranids represent the final fears of the galaxy itself. Despite the goals to conquer the galaxy as a whole, the remainder of the universe may very well be dead and derelict space. Instead of endless worlds and solar systems, it may just be bones and ash. The tendrils of the hive mind have wrapped themselves around the galaxy, and the only thing that's guaranteed is that dinner is served. However, the Tyranids are not simply the unending hordes of bugs. Beyond the more general buffet tactics of the force of the Tyranids, the hive mind has a more secretive and dangerous means of planetary conquest in the form of something a bit more terrestrial.
Oh?
General upheaval and revolution. However, though the idea of a societal revolt for the good of the populace is an admirable thing, these leaders have the nefarious intent of the hive mind itself. These are the downtrodden and the oppressed, the revolutionaries to a better cause, the heralds of the Star Children. These are the...
Wait. Shit, I can't read this. The gene stealer Gene stealer? Is that what it says? Gene stealer? Like stealing genes? Oh my god.
In the sunless body of our hive, the flock of the faithful grows.
Okay, I didn't pronounce. I'm not talking about genes. I'm talking about genes. I'm talking about DNA. I'm talking about DNA, not pants. No, I'm not talking about pants. Oh my lord, whatever.
We are guided by our great Father's sacred vision, protected by his loving hands. Within these holy shadows we dwell, while the impure bathe in spire-topped starlight. And what lies between those stars? What sails beyond those distant suns? Shrouded in night, born within that eternal black, our redeemers, our gods, truer than the silent, long-dead emperor, the children of the void. We hear them in our dreams. We feel them in our blood. They call and we will answer. We will rise and claim the engines of labor that have bound us in servitude. This world will burn. It will be cleansed, purified, made ready, and the heavens will deliver our reward. The ground zero of a gene stealer cult comes in the form of the gene stealer itself. Deep in the depths of a planet, a gene stealer acts as almost an advanced recon unit for the Tyranids, and were the first Tyranid units encountered by the Imperium itself long before the first Hive Fleet made its presence known. Unlike the Tyranids that can only reproduce through the birthing pools in the fleet, a gene stealer reproduces via the Big Smooch. The gene stealer kiss is essentially what the facehugger alien does.
Oh my
it attaches
God.
to a victim and releases an embryo. However, instead of a chest burster, the embryo alters the genetic makeup of the host itself, turning it into the primary conductor of a localized version of a hive mind known as the brood mind. Any offspring that this host produces is known as a gene stealer hybrid, and the host assures their survival to continue to reproduce. The first few generations of a gene stealer hybrid look more like the gene stealer itself, which in our current reality would be terrifying. But considering how the vast majority of humanity is a little mutated in 40K, it doesn't stand out as much as it should. As the generations continue, the mutations and the general alien look is almost entirely phased out, and the resulting hybrids look almost identical to the species that they once were. Due to the size of most worlds, the makings of a gene stealer cult can exist almost entirely in secret.
Wait, can a gene stealer then kiss a Tyranid and infect the Tyranid and use the body? Would that be possible? They don't steal DNA, they steal your drip. Get out. Hey, yo, no, I'm just saying because he mentioned they can, you know, kiss anything and use it as a vessel, technically. They are Tyranids? Technically, yes, but there is no need. They're already Tyranids. Oh, okay, true. Well, okay, another question though, What if they kiss a space marine? Would that space marine then be infected and, you know, convert? Oh, that'd be really cool. Would that actually be a thing? But the Eternians will be doing it to themselves. Remember, as a hive mind, they are all one. Then you got a new, you got a new kit. It's like a face hugger attached to a xenomorph. Basically, all in the gene stealer cult are bottoms. Oi. It has happened. What if they infected Alfarius? Oh, who was Alfarius again? I've forgotten about him. Gene stealer is Tyranid underling, so I don't think why would they do that. If the hive mind deemed a larger Tyranid necessary, it would send one. Oh, okay. You'd have to do it without the helmets. I mean, let's say if they attack a space marine and, you know, conquer the space, like defeats the space marine, they can take off the helmet and give it a kiss though, you know?
Generation after generation. After a certain period of time, those hybrids will make their way into generalized society. Still connected to the mind of the gene stealer itself, the hybrids operate with the express goal of gaining power within society itself in a political and religious sense. Most of the time, they will present themselves as revolutionaries, looking for the betterment of the population. And honestly, it sounds great for a lot of the folks on the planet. By the people, for the people. As they expand more openly, the crossbreeding continues until all aspects of the planet's society is infiltrated. However, all bets are off when a hive fleet comes close enough. When a Tyranid hive fleet gets close enough to a planet, the brood mind activates essentially an endgame scenario. The once political and religious leaders become bloodthirsty fanatics that work to finalize the collapse of society and the death of those who oppose them. But to those in the brood mind, the god they believe in is coming, and this is holy justice and vindication for their religious and political.
So they lie in the beginning. They're literally spies in the society just waiting for their god to come. That is so scary though. This looks really cool, to be honest. I feel like this could be like a heavy metal cover or something. This actually looks really cool. God is coming and he's hungry. Oh my lord. It couldn't be by force unless you had a lot of gene stealers, which are more stealth types, but it's be dicey as hell. I think only if they invested the black carapace. Otherwise, I think Space Marine would be able to fight it. Oh, okay. It happened in the lore, but Space Marine can resist for a while.
Beliefs. As the Hive arrives, the planet is essentially ripe for the taking. The original Gene Stealer pieces out to the next world or is reabsorbed for deployment elsewhere, and the Tyranids begin to take the planet for themselves. The cultists sing praises and holy songs as the Tyranids begin to eat everything up in kind of a meet the pyro sense of religious delusion. But as they are harvested, some of them are snapped back to reality, oops, there goes gravity, before they are thrown into the biomass soup. For a fleeting second, they see that this was all a ruse to consume the world and that their false gods were a bunch of hungry bugs.
Oh,
the
they
cultists
didn't
essentially
know.
put the checkerboard dining cloth on the table for them and invited them for a feast. Due to the constant redeployment of Gene Stealers, there are known cults that pop up across the Imperium itself. Some of the more well-known ones are the Cult of the Bladed Cog or the Rusted Claw, but there are hundreds, if not thousands, of different cults that keep popping up all over the galaxy as the Gene Stealers spread. And due to their covert means taking over the planets, they are not generally viewed to be a threat until it is far too late. And due to the know-how of Gene Stealers, they tend to be predatory to those in the lower classes of a given planet. The Gene Stealer cults overall have really come into their own, commercially and artistically. They have very much embraced the revolutionaries aesthetic and crafted a fascinating method in doing so. It's this great combination of this pseudo-Marxist Bolshevik uprising mixed with the hills have eyes in the populace. What's particularly enjoyable about their uprising is that often from their point of view, the reasons they have are extremely justified. Most of the members of the GSC are the extremely impoverished and menial laborers of the Imperium, who honestly wouldn't need an
Bro. There's no... Oh my god! Can I delete this part of the VOD? Yeah, can I delete it? What the hell is wrong with me? Whatever. This one wasn't a Discord notification. The bugs keep telling me to short the Bible, but I don't fucking know what either of those things mean. I literally just got trolled. What the hell? Oh my god.
Alien presence to provide a manifesto on reasons to revolt. Their weapons are all makeshift and often involve things like mining lasers, drilling saws, demolition charges, giant stop signs. Their political machinations work quite well, as the cult ends up being really good at assassination, especially when you have a third arm holding a pistol beneath all those robes. They're a faction rife with fascination and culture, and their plans are generations in the making, to the end goal of being thrown right back into the soup by the star children they prepared the world for. And those are the threats to the galaxy now. The degradation of almost every species is now behest by the Tyranid menace, and all of the infighting between each and every single one of them will be their undoing. The world of Warhammer is a bleak and horrendous one, and that is in its own right the charm. It is so large, so vast, so absolutely horrendous and insane, and yet is treated with 100% severity and seriousness. In the beginning of part 1, I gave our future, and I leave you with this part 2 with the full quote itself. It is the 41st millennia. For more than 100 centuries, the Emperor has sat immobile on the golden throne of Earth. He is the master of mankind by the will of the gods, and master of 1,000,000 worlds by the might of his inexhaustible armies. He is a rotting carcass writhing invisibly with power from the dark age of technology. He is the carrion lord of the Imperium, for whom 1,000 souls are sacrificed every day so that he may never truly die. Yet even in his deathless state, the Emperor continues his eternal vigilance. Mighty battle fleets across the demon-infested miasma of the warp, the only route between distant stars, their way lit by the Astronomicon, the psychic manifestation of the Emperor's will. Vast armies give battle in his name on uncounted worlds. Greatest amongst his soldiers are the Adeptus Astartes, the Space Marines, bioengineered super warriors. Their comrades in arms are legion, the Imperial Guard, and countless planetary defense forces, the ever-vigilant Inquisition, and the tech priests of the Adeptus Mechanicus, to name only a few. But for all their multitudes, they are barely enough to hold off the ever-present threat from aliens, heretics, mutants, and worse.
Oh my god.
To be a man in such times is to be one amongst untold billions. It is to live in the cruelest and most bloody regime imaginable. These are the tales of those times. Forget the power of technology and science, for so much has been forgotten, never to be relearned. Forget the promise of progress and understanding, for in the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. There is no peace amongst the stars, only an eternity of carnage and slaughter and the laughter of thirsting gods. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you, Bricky! Thank you! Oh my god, that was awesome! What? The video finished. That was really, really cool. That was a really cool video. I liked it a lot. I liked it a lot. What the hell? I'm already subscribed. Does this show you like subscribe? Bro, chill. Okay, oh, that was really cool. Welcome to 40k. Let's go. 40k is that kind of thing that is better to watch whatever interests you. There's dozen factions, sub-factions, and characters, each with their own lore and interacting lore. I would like to watch Alfarius though, like anything related to Alfarius, since I've seen you guys show more interest on him. So I would love to know what his lore is. Like, you know, why you guys like him. Thanks for reacting. No, thank you guys. Thank you to every single person that was actually here, you know, to watch me experience the Warhammer faction we explained. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I had fun. It was pretty chill, you know, so it was really, really something. And welcome to 40k. Find what you like. We have a collection. I want to know more about the salamanders, since they're like the ones I like a lot. I want to know more about Sanguinius. I want to know more about the Night Lords that Bricky likes. I don't know if he made a video about it. What else? I would like to know more about the Sisters of Battle though. That'd be really cool. It was a fun stream. Thank you. Thanks, WAP Princess. Oi. Live from Black Library is the best source of Alfarius. It's like a YouTube channel. For Alfarius, I would recommend the Adeptus Ridiculous podcast personally. Now you can jump into any book and video game with full context. The Conrad Kurtz video goes hard. Oh, and Angron as well. I would love to know about Angron. I especially loved hearing lore about the WAP. Oh my god, stop saying WAP. Stop saying WAP. Definitely fun finally catching your stream, and it was about Warhammer of all things. Oh, true. I do know there's a few people in the community that are not into Warhammer. So I do not mind if today wasn't really your thing. Don't worry, we will be back to normal reacts again and normal schedule. But yeah, to anyone that joined me on this Warhammer days, yesterday and today, I really, really appreciate it. Don't forget to join the Discord. There's a bunch of people that have similar interests and everyone is super nice in there. Yeah. Shadow in the WAP. Oi. Vulcan versus Conrad Kurtz goes hard. Highly recommend. Oh, okay. Just if you have any YouTube videos to watch, I wouldn't mind watching them on the stream. And
to this day, I still cannot understand why he left the Grey Knights out of these videos. Bricky, I know that a lot of their lore is over the top and ridiculous even by 40k standards. But they're still here, and they're still relevant.
I don't know who the Grey Knights are. I don't know who the Grey Knights are. I did like the orcs though. I did love how crazy they are. That was fun to watch. Very good mix of lore and a little joke. Oh, if anyone knows, people like Bricky, I would really appreciate it, because I know I've watched Luton's video, one of his videos, and I mean, it's just
Sri, I know off topic, but are there plans for ASMR in near future? No pressure, just curios.
Yeah, there are. Just right now, not really. Since I've been seeing like so many channels get banned for it, so I haven't really, touched it. Yeah, there are, but I need to find a way to not get. Oh my god, wait, Makito, thank you so much for the Prime and for 26 whole months. Thank you. But yeah, I've been seeing a bunch of channels get banned for ASMR and they don't really know what's triggering it. So right now, I'm not in the mood to, to like gamble on if, one of my streams would work. Yeah, on Twitch. It's actually insane. I've seen multiple ASMR artists get banned. So I'm not in the mood to try it out right now. Neil, have you seen anything from Reggie? Martin Reggie, is Reggie like the green frog? Is that him? I think I've seen a couple of his videos though. Not all of them, obviously, but a couple. Have you seen the Space King shorts? They are like Warhammer. Yeah, I have. Well, oh no, not the shorts, but I have seen Space King. I've watched the first one, second one, third one. Also hate monger, speech as well. I really like them a lot. Really like them. Arbiter Lan is pretty good. Yeah, I would highly recommend Yisander and Cod's channel, podcast of a veteran Warhammer fan explaining 40k to his neophyte friend. There's a guy who made great voiceover to 40k, Christopher, I don't remember the last name. Yeah, if you guys have any recommendation, just leave it in Discord and I will go through some of them, but not all of them. Anyone remember a guy who told Warhammer lore to his girlfriend? That one is fun. Oh, that would be really cool. Problem is Bricky is the easiest to digest. Exactly. That's the reason why I do like Bricky. And he's able to keep my attention for longer. Because when I watched Lutin's video, although I did start with like a almost 3 hours video, it wasn't, I was kind of impatient. Okay. I think Lutin is a type of, he's kind of like an audiobook. I have to be doing something while I'm listening to him. Like maybe like doing the house chores or I don't know, working on something and just having him in the background as ASMR. Yeah. So he's not really my cup of tea, unfortunately. I know a bunch of you guys like him, but I don't think if he has like shorter videos though, I would watch it, but not really. Neela, can I send a fun satirical? You guys can send anything. You can send anything in the Discord. There's Warhammer. That's the whole reason we have it in the Discord. You don't have to ask me. Just put it there. Yeah, just put it there. Put the videos there, and maybe I will watch it. Since there's obviously going to be a bunch of recommendations. But yeah. If it's on YouTube, go ahead and put it in the suggestion. Yeah, as long as it's on YouTube and as long as it's not TOS, sure, just put it in the Discord thread. Yeah. Bricky is the cool, funny high school teacher. Yes, exactly. Lutin is the serious college professor. Yep. Yeah. Oops, you went bald. You fall asleep listening to Warhammer lore. Literally, like, Lutin is ASMR. I'm not trying to bring him down because I'm sure, the way he goes deep into detail, really good, But for someone like me, I need some memes or I need something to keep me still engaged in the video, Or else I might just actually click off or go do something else. Yeah, so it's nothing against Lutin though. It's nothing against him. I think Lutin is more of those people who want like a super deep dive. Yeah, I need like some Subway software in the screen. I need the Subway software on the screen. That could help. Maybe I should comment it on one of his videos. The Zoomer attention span. Unfortunately, I am Zoomer attention. Okay, I have TikTok impatience. Yeah, To be honest, if you like looting, you're way deep in Warhammer, and my regards for your wallets. Oh my god, yeah, you guys always make the joke of the whole Warhammer 401k. Is it really that easy to just be drowned in Warhammer stuff? Like, is it easy to just, I don't know, like only just buy figurines and stuff like that? Oh, I sent a couple of videos that are way more in depth without many jokes, but the guy has a really sexy voice, so oh, Nani, see, you're thinking just like me. Now you understand me. You know, maybe that could actually help, Nani. Brick Boy is more relatable and speaks a common tongue that makes it easy to digest. Each individual item is not crazy expensive, but it adds up more and more. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Just so you know, just so you have an idea, Vulcan alone is 150 $150? Ooh. Okay. And you still have to like buy the paints and stuff to paint it? And Primark are not the most expensive? Surely that would make her focus to the lore? Oh, don't worry. I'm only going to focus on the lore. I'm only going to focus on the lore. I will do a Warhammer painting though stream one day. Because I already have one. I have like the basic ones. I've forgotten the one that I bought. That was like a few months ago, but I will be painting a Warhammer figurine on stream. Yes. Yeah, we did hit the goal to do it. Yes. How much money do people have for this hobby based on the size of the collections I've seen? I mean, I think it's probably not that bad though. The same way, you know, let's say someone that's into fashion spends a lot of money on clothes, then I think it's the same way someone that's into Warhammer spends a lot of money on figurines, books, art, you know, stuff like that. A starter pack? Yeah, I got like a basic Warhammer thing. Yeah, I got a starter kit for it. So I just have to think of when to stream it. Yeah. A full Warlord Titan is like 2,500 euros with no paint. You know what? I take it back. The people that actually spend money on Warhammer, they are all rich furries in reality, and that's the reason why they have that money. Because what do you mean? What do you mean 2.5k euros? Oh my god! Oh my god! A Warlord Titan full equipped is what? What? Oh my god! I'm not rich, I just make poor money decisions. That's not even the most expensive model? Wait. What's the most expensive model then? What is the most expensive model out there? I'm curious. Speaking of Warhammer, tomorrow I'm going to play and learn tabletop on my local store. Oh, Inaros, I really hope you have an amazing time. Yeah, I really hope you have an amazing time. Don't forget to take pictures and post it in the media. I would love to see what a tabletop game in real life looks like. Like, you know, Warhammer related. I would love to see it, yeah. Hopefully you have an amazing time, Narrows. Are you calling Henry Cavill a furry? Oi, he's a rich actor, okay? He's a rich actor, that's different. Oh, hello Dante, I was lurking from time to time. I just wanted to say it was super fun to watch Heretic Cat go. Thank you so much, Dante. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the lurk. Glad you enjoyed the lurk. Holy, I searched it up and it's 35k. 35k what? Pesos or euros? Chill. There's no way. That has to be a Transformer size figurine. Cause who would buy something for 35k though? That's insane. Bricky has a video about Warhammer tabletop tournaments. Wait, does he? Wait, let me see.
In my local shop we say, make your children start playing tabletop and they will never be able to afford drugs.
I mean, okay, if you think about it though, would you want your kids to be addicted to Coca or Warhammer? Which one is worse? Yeah, which one is worse? Oh, hello Squallow, welcome in. Hello. My heart on my wallet. Oh, wait. When somebody tells you Warhammer fans can burn a hole in a wallet, they're not lying? Oh my god. Oh, I did want to say this though. Thank you so much on YouTube for all the super chats. And also here as well for the subs, the bits, and also the donations. I have to fix the TTS for the donations on Twitch though, so that way it plays as well. So for the next stream, I will fix it. But thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for the support today. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Warhammer had more passion. Warhammer is worse. Warhammer is worse. Plastic cracks is better than choco white powder. I will hook up anyone to 40k unless they go towel. They can go for the regular crack. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. I'm already addicted to card collecting and gun collecting and Warhammer mini. Oh, that just reminded me, Mistral. Oh my god, there were multiple people that watched my my Kentucky ballistic videos, and multiple of them mentioned they wouldn't mind showing me like their gun collections, or you know, like giving me a tour of what they have. Not gonna lie, I think that would be a really cool stream though, but I'm not sure how many gun fanatics are in the community for me to go, okay, we can do a stream where you guys show me your gun collection, you know? And I don't even know if that's maybe TOS. I would have to look it up. But that would be really cool. That'd be really cool. The most expensive Warhammer model ever sold at auction is an all-metal Thunderhawk gunship, which fetched over $34,000 in 2021. Thanks to its extreme rarity, only a few early versions made, and high-quality assembly and painted by Squidmore Miniature. Oh my god. Yeah, like gun collection review stream, or oh, we can do a Warhammer figurine review stream as well. That could be cool. That could be cool. You guys can show me your figurines as well. That would be nice. I wouldn't mind doing that though. Like going through whatever you guys painted, or you know what you guys have, stuff like that. You know, like the way other VTubers do the whole show me your setup. You know, like your gaming setup. I do have to do that one day. I'm curious. But yeah. Buying guns are cheaper than Warhammer models. Really? But Warhammer cosplays though, how would you even cosplay a Warhammer thing? Wouldn't it be so bulky? I feel like it would be hard to move in since they're probably heavy. Neela got good people as her shatters, and that's really great to see. Nerd and
only Warhammer or tabletop in general?
Do tabletops have figurines? If they do, sure. If it's something, as long as it's something you painted, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind, yeah. Nerd and hobbies, nerding out with Neela and others. Yeah, my community is really nice. My community is actually really nice. There's a lot of, you know, high IQ individuals in here. But yeah, it's a really nice community. So anyone is welcome. Anyone is welcome. There are more games than just Warhammer. They do little painted figurines. Yeah, I think we can include them all. Oh, should we do like all of them? Like any figurines you've painted, it doesn't really matter what game. I don't mind, sure. I wouldn't mind that. Wouldn't mind, that could be like a one-day stream, yeah. I can't fucking wait for GW to announce the Isot Primax being female and bring female Marines. Oh, 40k Warhammer cosplayers go hard. I mean, you would have to, I don't think they buy it though. You would have to custom make it for your, you know, your own build. Yeah, that would be really expensive. No need to be bulky. We can cosplay as Gretchen. Count me in. I'd also like to suggest a content creator that made me laugh. YouTube Shorts. Sure, you can do it in the Discord. There's even Gunpla, which is another
Well, I have Warhammer 2, but only fantasy, Age of Sigmar models.
Did you paint it? As long as you painted it, you can still post it. Yeah. As long as you painted it, you can still post it. Hi, hello, Doof. Welcome in. Hello. There's even Gunpla, which is a whole other genre though. They are slightly larger scale. Oh, Gunpla, like the Gundam figurines, right? Yeah. I like those as well. Some of the Sisters of Battle and Dark Elder cosplay would be cheap. Wait. Let me kind of Google Sisters of Battle cosplay. 40k cosplay. Oh. Wait. Let me show you guys. Make sure it's suitable for work. How can you even make it not? It's literally you're covered. You can't really see anything. You can't really see anything though. Like, look. You can't really see anything. You know, not all of them are. Oh, really? Oh. They all look really cool. Also the sword as well. That looks really, really cool. Oh, sweet, naive Neela. Really? There's a saucy version of the Sisters of Battle? What? Do you remember the Repent Sisters? Okay, yeah, those, yeah, but not these ones. These ones are like fully covered. You're fully covered. Come on. You can barely, you literally only see their head. You don't even see their hand. Not even an ankle is showing, you know? Wait. Look up Sister of Repent off stream. Wait, let me look for it. Sister of Repent. Let's see. Let me see what you saucy heretics are. Oh, wow. I love Sisters of Repent. I love Sisters. I love Sisters of Repent. Oh my goodness. This looks amazing to be. Wow, I would actually like a figurine of them though. Like, this genuinely looks really cool. No, seriously, I would actually love a figurine of this. This looks badass, to be honest. Okay. Oh, really cool. Care for Repentance are wearing only loincloths? Yeah. Fan arts time? Oh, okay. Should we make it a goal for me to get a Sister of Repent fan arts and also Sister of Battle fan arts? What do you guys think? That way I can use it to fund the fan arts. What do you think? Yes? Okay. Did you just find your new fave? Yeah, we can do that. Okay, how many subs should we make it? How many subs should we make the goal? What do you guys think? What about the servitor? I don't want to be a servitor fan art. What? No, absolutely. So who's the heretic now? Yeah, I am not the heretic. I just think they look really cool. Yes. Might as well make it a goal. Yeah, we can make it a goal. Let's say, like, I don't know. Let's do wait. Let me see. How much is, I've forgotten how much is like gifted subs on here. I have to like take some percentage off because of Twitch. Okay, whatever. I'll think of a goal. Don't worry. Okay. Today was really 2 subs. That's not going to fund it. That's not going to fund it at all. Okay. Need to know how much the art will cost roughly. Usually art always costs like 100 plus euros, you know, and if you get like a full body, then even more. So yes. Into the costs. Or we can do like a timer thing. You lose 30% of sub price and the price depends. Okay. I will end stream here. I really appreciate everyone being here. Thank you so much for your support. I'm really glad so many of you guys liked it. But yeah, I'll see you guys either tomorrow or on Saturday. Okay, I'll see you guys on... The sub goal is gonna be exceeded instantly. You should know this after the several hundreds gifted subs. What? Then I'm going to put it to... Okay, 100 gifted and I do the fan arts. I do the finance for wait. Yeah, I'll leave it at that number. I'll leave it at that number. Yes. Okay, that's all. Oh, wait. 150. 150. Well, you shouldn't have said. What do you mean that's it? Okay, 200. 200. 200. 200, and we do it. Yeah, keep on saying that's it, and I will keep on increasing it. How about that? Exactly. 200 now is the goal. 200 now is the goal. Moving the goalpost. Oh my god. Okay. But I will see you guys tomorrow or Saturday. I was suggesting 401. Let's go with that. Yeah, that's actually insane. She wants to hear the alerts for 200. No, I do not want to hear the alerts for 200. No. No, definitely not. Definitely not. No. Really, we could do that in a day. We can complete that goal today. No, you guys can't. No, I'm literally already even ending stream. So that is impossible. Rate it higher. 400 then. I'm going to go with Alti's suggestion. 400 then. Like, that goal can be beat right now. No, it can't. 2 sound alerts, nice. What? No. So you want to hear the 200 alert twice? No. Oh wait. Okay, I'm going to end on YouTube first since I intend to take a while to end. But yeah, YouTube, thank you so much for hanging out with me as well. Thank you so much for the support and the super chat. Hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I hope to see you guys next time, and don't forget to check out my Discord. And if you're interested in my anime reactions, don't forget to check out my anime channel as well. Yes. Okay. Oh, I think I will be posting the starters on the secret level on the other channel though, since I don't want it to I don't know. I think I don't want it to be on my main channel. Not gonna lie, it will kind of like fuck up the algorithm, I think. So I'm just going to put it on there, since like on the other channel I do mostly react to series and anime. So yeah. Okay. Good night, YouTube. Hope you guys sleep well. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye bye. Okay, now I can talk to the cool guys here. I'm joking. I'm joking.